Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the thrill and excitement of TWSLA High School football at McCallie Academy. Tonight's game features the Macaulay Tornado and your Montgomery Academy Big Red. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith, and they must abide by the decisions of the officials. Spectators can support their high school interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory.
We started about this time last year, and you know, your eyes are on that December 1st date. I'll never forget as a parent, the very first meeting for the new team, the 2022 team. They went through the calendar, and that calendar went all the way through December 1st. And so I know that Marty Everard and this staff, that's what we expect of this program, is to get to Chattanooga every year and hopefully win it. And the only thing that stands in our way right now is the Macaulay Blue Tornado. And this is going to be a heck of a football game. If you're just tuning in, maybe you're just catching it, you don't know much about, football in Middle Tennessee. These are two class programs, super well coached, elite players on both sides, and we are going to be in, for a dogfight, John, no doubt.
Well, you try to think about motivation in a game like this, and obviously Macaulay wants to avenge that early season loss to MBA, but also, and Mike mentioned this, when we broadcast that, Mike Martin, that is, down in Chattanooga, that this could be a revenge game for Macaulay. I mean, MBA. A revenge game for MBA too, because Macaulay beat MBA, last year in Chattanooga in the Blue Cross Bowl to win the state title. So, both these teams have a lot to prove, and I think it's just going to make for a really, really good football game here tonight. Macaulay takes the field. They're in their road white jerseys, the blue helmets, blue pants, blue numerals. MBA in the home Cardinal jerseys, white numerals with the Cardinal helmets and the white pants. Captains take the field as they are going to have the coin toss here. We'll have the national anthem for you here in just a minute. MBA, with a win tonight, would clinch their 14th trip overall to the Blue Cross Bowl and Clinic Bowl, the state championship games, and it might have been some before the Clinic Bowl before my time, but that's a testament again to how good this program is year in and year out here at Tommy Owens Stadium. Yeah, one team 123, 124. These teams, I don't know any other program that's has a team number in the 100s. Right. We're talking about a legacy of great football over the years up here on the Hill in Nashville, in West End. And, this is a very special team. It's a special group of seniors. They were able to run the table, and what I've said all along, there's a lot of talk on different, high school sports radio and things about people's schedules. I couldn't imagine anyone has had a more difficult schedule than we've had with the Big Red, and be able to get through that schedule undefeated, and then, obviously win the playoff game last week. It's just been really special, and it really speaks to the character of these kids, the quality of kids, the quality of program, and Coach Everard and the staff. So it's been a great ride, but we just feel like we're not finished yet, John. Absolutely, feel the same way. I think this team's got a lot more to say about this 2022 season. Macaulay, Macaulay, is the virtue of them having we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem. Be back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to the Montgomery Bell Academy Football Network.
Join Tish as he performs our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched.
is $10 payable at the door and open to all MBA football fans.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back, everybody. The Big Red takes the field out of the end zone here. It's MBA and Macaulay. Semifinal action here tonight from Tommy Owens Stadium. Winner of this game will go to the state championship game on December 1st. Tell you about the postseason for this team. MBA, with the virtue of their #1 overall seed in the East Middle region, they got a first-round bye and then came in last week here at Tommy Owens Stadium. Of course, Mike Cantrell was here for that one, and that was a tough ball game. MBA played pretty well in the first half, ran out to a pretty big lead, and then late in the third quarter, a couple of touchdowns from Christian Brothers made it a one-score game, 21-14, and MBA able to kind of wake back up there and wound up winning 33-14 to move into this ball game. Macaulay was the 3rd seed out of the Middle East, so they actually had to play in week 1, did not get a bye. They beat St. Benedict out of Memphis 42-8, and then last week here in Nashville, a big win at Ensworth, 38-28. So that's where we stand, and it looks like MBA will receive as Jacques back to kick. Alexander Jacques back to kick for Macaulay, the Blue Tornado.
Here we go.
High and deep. It's going to be Bird from the goal line. Straight ahead to the 5, to the 10 on the hash marks, to the 15. He's got the 20, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 25-yard line, up at about the 24. What's going to be first down and 10 for Marcel Reed, Jonathan Moore, Claiborne Richards, and this great offensive line.
Yeah, we're going to get our first look at the Big Red offense, and then obviously this defense, who Coach Uverard has talked about this Macaulay defense all year long. They're very solid, strong up front. They play a 3-3 stack, a little bit of a different defensive look than we see week in, week out, and just well coached in the right place most of the time, and we'll see how it goes here.
Reed out of the gun on first down, drops to throw. Has time, they're going to go deep. First play, throw downfield, pass is incomplete as they were trying to hit Claiborne Richards and they could not find him downfield. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, open it up with a big go route. Not a bad ball by Marcel. Overthrew him a little bit. I know Claiborne looked like he, running stride for stride with that defensive back. Obviously, we have another beautiful night here on the hill. Man, we've been blessed week in, week out with great weather. Tonight it's a little bit chilly. I think at game time the high was about 36 degrees here in Nashville, and so we're definitely playing against a little bit of a temperature factor here. But
2nd down and 10. It's going to be Reed on the keeper outside. It's got a first down, 35 to the 40, to the 45, and he is taken down from behind near midfield. Nice run from Marcel Reed. In that first game, Mike, Marcel ran 18 times for 126 yards and a touchdown. So once again, if he can run like that tonight, look out. Yeah,
absolutely. And they did a great job there. That was just power Reed. He held that in Jonathan Moore's belly for quite some time. In fact, I was a little fooled, thought Jonathan had the football, and then Marcel streaking down the sideline there. So that was a great way to start it for Marcel.
1st and 10, MBA at the 48-yard line. Fake to Moore. Going to go left side. Pass is incomplete, just overthrown, intended for Claiborne Richards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Well, Claiborne coming out of his break looked like he slipped down there. I was walking the turf before the game. It's it's a little chilly. It seemed a little, there's a little slick down there. He looked like he had trouble getting out of his break. But I tell you what, on that play, I don't know if you saw it or not, John, just a great job by Jonathan Moore. He picked up a blitz there that just saved Marcel, and we love to see running backs block like that and work in the protection game. We talk a lot about how he runs the football, but Jonathan all year long has done little things like that. That's just really been a great asset to this offense.
2nd and 10 from the 48. Marcel back to throw again. He's going to throw deep. He's got Richards. Richards comes back to the football, tries to make a play on it, but the defensive back had good coverage right there. If the ball hadn't come in a little bit slow, I think Richards makes that catch. But it nonetheless going to be a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that fluttered on him just a little bit there. Definitely Coach Hughes seems to, hey, we're going to stretch this. We're not going to allow him to play 8, 9, 10 men in the box. This secondary is on notice right now. We're going to throw the ball down the field. A little bit surprising there. He passed on first down, incomplete. 2nd and 10, you know, try to hit the big play there. So now we're a little bit behind the chains, 3rd and 10. We'll see what we come up with here.
3rd and 10 MBA still at their own 48-yard line. 3 receivers to the right for Marcel Reed. And we're going to get a flag against MBA as it's going to be a false start in the offensive line, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 15.
Now we're really behind the chains. So that's the kind of thing in a game like this we just cannot do. We cannot have pre-snap penalties. And, you know, you referenced last week's game. We played so well in the first half, kind of came out in the second half sloppy and just wasn't in the game mentally as well as we should have been in the 3rd quarter. And, you know, we can't afford to do that tonight against the Blue Tornado.
3rd down and 15, MBA from the 43-yard line. Reed back to throw. Has time, throws downfield, pass is caught. It'll be a 1st down. He found who else but Claiborne Richards there as well. He had Ty Bird open too. He had a couple options if he wanted to, but hard to pass up Claiborne Richards when he's open, and that'll move the chains.
Yeah, they've had such a great connection all year long. You know, Marcel, he's you know, completed 127 for 117 of 201 for 1,700 yards, and a lot of those have been to Claiborne Richards, 51 for about 734. So he is his favorite target.
Going to hand off to Jonathan Moore, and Moore is pounded down behind the line of scrimmage. That's his first run of the night, and he is going to lose one on the play.
Yeah, that was a big play by Carson Gentle. He's a two-way player for the Blue Tornado, and that was a big play for him. And, you know, one thing, the way I felt about last week's game and kind of coming into this game is like I don't feel like we've ran the ball as well late as we did early in the season. And definitely, you know, again, and tonight's going to require a lot of balance. We've got to find a way to, you know, command the line of scrimmage and run the football.
2nd and 11, Reed, quick throw out, Moore out of the backfield. Jonathan Moore fighting for extra yardage after the catch. He's got it inside the 30-yard line, down to the 28. That'll be another 1st down for the Big Red.
Yeah, a little seam ride out of the backfield to Jonathan Moore. Again, Jonathan, we talk a lot about the way he runs the football, but we've seen him protect now. We've seen him catch a pass. And he has such good contact balance. Like when he gets contact, he's able to stay on his feet, break tackles. He's not a first tackle, you know, is going to take him down kind of guy. He's just really strong in the lower body, and you showed it right there.
1st and 10, MBA at the Blue Thunder 28-yard line. Empty backfield. Marcel's going to run straight ahead. He's got the 30, or he's got the 25, and he's going to be taken down at the 21-yard line. That's going to be a 7-yard gain from Marcel on 1st down.
Yeah, that was the senior defensive lineman Jay Williams that were able to take him down there. But yeah, he definitely had some space in there, and man, too bad he couldn't break that just a little bit more. You said Blue Thunder, I said Blue Tornado.
Yeah, it's Blue Tornado.
Okay, I'm just glad.
Right. You're right.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to mess that up all night.
No, it's Blue Thunder. I think is some '80s TV show or something.
Well, I know the Days of Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
All right, here we go, Big Red.
2nd down and 3 from the 21. Marcel throws left side. Quick pass is caught. I think that's Ty Bird. And Bird is going to be taken down, 1st down yardage near the 10-yard line. It depends on the spot. Now that's Claiborne Richards with the catch, but it might be 1st and goal. We'll see.
Looks like they're moving the chains. Yeah, just a little hitch route on Tom, and you know, Claiborne. We talk about him. He's slippery. He's a guy that you know you don't usually get a big hit on right away, and he's able to sneak away, get the 1st down there. So we're in the just outside the 10 now. So.
1st and 10 at the 11, so MBA could pick up a 1st down at the 1. Empty backfield, Marcel. He's going to run left side, dances at the 10, and he's going to be taken down at, I think, the 9-yard line. So that's just going to be a gain of 2 on 1st down.
Yeah, that was just quarterback counter all the way there, and that was Etienne Delisle, one of the linebackers there that was able to kind of stretch it out and make the tackle.
Second down and 8 MBA at the Macaulay 9-yard line, coming up on 7.5 to go here in this 1st quarter. They'll motion Moore out at receiver again. Reed's going to step back.
Got it.
Throw. He's going to find Ragsdale, and that's 6. Blake Ragsdale with a touchdown catch. Marcel Reed kind of dipped his shoulder in, dropped it back through the pass for 6. Blake Ragsdale with his fifth touchdown receiving of the season.
Yeah, now he's second on our list of touchdown receptions. We were talking about that in the pregame, just how effective he's been, especially in the red zone. And great job there. Not quite a jump pass, but a little run fake by Marcel. And
Liam Hackett on for the extra point.
And then he found Ragsdale.
Great start.
That is what we want, John.
We'll take a timeout. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to the Montgomery Bell Academy Football Network on WHPY-FM, Bellevue, Nashville. The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back. John Merritt, Mike Cantrell here with you. MBA leads it 7-0 over Macaulay. State semifinal action. 7:17 to go in the first. And now Macaulay, very talented offense in its own right. We'll get the ball back here as Ronit Chandra is going to kick off from the 40-yard line. Chandra to let it go from the 40-yard line. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be taken by Del Noir from the 15 up to the 20, and he's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line. So I like what NBA does there. They kick it short and then pack it in, and Del Noir gets about 11 yards on the return, and it'll be first down and 10 for this Blue Tornado offense.
Yeah, what a great drive. Just to, really on the script for Coach Uberard there, was able to drive, take that thing. We only got that 3rd and 15. Just what a big play in the middle of that drive. But other than that, just the execution all the way down the field. And we haven't seen the running game get going like we wanted to. But, man, that's just a great way to start, isn't it, John?
4 receiver set for Jay St. Hilaire, the quarterback. For Macaulay. High snap. He's going to run around the right side. He can run. Gets out to the 30-yard line. He's going to be popped on the far side after a gain of maybe 4 by Browning Trainer.
Yeah, and Caden Maddox in there too. And I tell you what, Caden Maddox, the senior corner, is just getting better and better. He has just continued to grow throughout this year and just continued to play. And he's gotten more physical week in and week out. That was a good play on St. Hilaire as design quarterback run.
Just going to be a 3-yard gain. Officials have stopped play after a 2nd down and 7 from the 30-yard line. Officials pointing to something on the sideline, not sure what it is, but St. Hilaire will stay in that, looks like a pistol. Will drop to throw, throws right side, short pass, is caught by the big tight end, and he is going to stretch the ball out to the 36-yard line. That was Carson Gentle. Nothing gentle about that as he gets it down, actually going to be about a 7-yard gain, be 3rd and 1.
That was almost a little screen play. It looked like he had some blockers downfield, and he's a big man, and definitely Gentle looked good there. And now we got our first big 3rd down where we got to get a stop here.
Yeah, and NBA almost had him in the backfield for no gain, but he just stepped right out of that tackle.
We're going to go no backs in the backfield. This is going to be quarterback sneak all the way.
St. Hilaire quarterback sneak.
And he might be still rambling in there.
Yeah, that mammoth offensive line for Macaulay just pushes him forward. And he gets the first down and then some up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, if you're watching online, you could tell these guys are some big cats, especially that left side with E.J. Smith and Trey Thompson. E.J. Smith comes in at I think about 375 or so on the books.
Yeah.
But he looks like he may be tipping 400. And then on the right side over there, 77, Trey Thompson. We didn't see him in the first game, but he looks like a man-child as well on the offensive line.
1st and 10 Macaulay. St. Hilaire back to pass, steps up out of the rush, and he is going to throw incomplete, intended out here for number 4, Nolan Sargent, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we got a shot on St. Hilaire there a little late. He tried to flop around and tried to make it look a little worse than it was, looked at the referee, and our guys looked at the referee, and the referee gladly, thankfully, kept the yellow in his pocket.
I did hear, Mike, before the game that this crew is out of Northwest Tennessee. So
okay, well, anything's better than I guess
part of the state.
I guess anything's better than the Southeast. That region is notorious.
Yeah, it always seems to factor in somehow.
Not too NBA friendly.
St. Hilaire is going to run straight ahead behind his lineman and is going to get up to the 48-yard line. That's going to be about a gain of 4. So MBA, a good chance to get a stop here, Mike. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, St. Hilaire is, he's a physical runner. He's not a guy that I don't think is going to beat you with his feet. But man, sort of taking that snap and running straight downhill, he's physical enough, to churn out 3, 4, 5 yards at a time.
3rd down and 5, Macaulay. St. Hilaire out of the gun. 3 receiver set for him.
Here
He's going to keep, and he falls near the 1st down marker. Based on the spot, I think they're going to give it to him.
Well, they don't, we don't see very many measurements anymore. I mean, that was very close. Back in the day, they would have measured that, taken time to do it, and, it's interesting. For the most part now, if it's close, we move the chains and keep playing. But it's that way for both sides. I mean, it's just a philosophy to keep the game moving, I think.
We did have a measurement last week, which I think may have been the first one all year.
And we're not seeing many measurements at any level of football right now. Quarterback again.
St. Hilaire is going to run it straight ahead, and again, just getting a good push from his front 6. And he gets it up to the 42-yard line of MBA.
Well, you can see the Blue Tornado, definitely part of their running game is just being physical with the quarterback straight downhill. And, these guys, they're big up front. Really everyone except the center. He's a little bit, lighter. But, man, this is a big front. They get in there foot to foot. And it's hard to find, run gaps to be able to get in there and feel and stop the run.
2nd and 6 from the 42. Out right side, and he just dropped it. That's Tario Price, the running back. It was right there, and he's getting an earful from his quarterback too, but he's going to drop it. It's going to be another 3rd down and 6.
Tario Price is a great player. I mean, we've seen him now. I think he must have played as about a 5th grader because every year we played Macaulay, I feel like he's played, but he's definitely a quality running back. Unfortunately for them, they dropped the football right there. For us, puts us in good position, and we really need to get a stop as they've got the ball now on our side of the field.
3rd down and 6, Macaulay at the NBA 42. NBA leading right now 7-0. 3:11 left here in the 1st quarter. 3 receiver set for Hilaire. He's going to hand off right side to Tario Price, and he is dropped. Browning trainer got him. I think Holzapfel might have got him by the shoe and kind of tripped him up too initially. And it's 4th down.
It looks like they're going to punt, but I bet we play safe here. Great place to fake it. This offense, if you're watching, this offense is a unique offense from Macaulay. They use an H-back up in the line of scrimmage, and he just becomes an extra lineman to block back, to pull, and he went there. He sometimes will lead you to the football, and he led us to the football right there, and we were able to make a play.
Rugby-style punt. Richards stands back at about his own 10-yard line to get it. He was contacted by the defender before he made the catch, but they're not going to call it. It's going to be 1st down NBA from their own 8.
Wow, what a catch by Clayton Richards. He definitely was interfered with there. I thought we were going to.
What is that one of those calls, Mike, where if he didn't catch it cleanly, they make the call, but they let it go because I don't know.
If he drops it, it probably influences the call. It shouldn't be that way. The rule's the rule, and he was definitely inside the halo and definitely made contact.
Right.
They just missed it right there. That would have obviously given us a little better field position.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. A penalty's a penalty. Unless it's opposite play side. Those, I don't know if I feel good about those. 1st and 10, NBA though from the 8, leading here 7-0. Reed back to throw. He's got plenty of time. Richards turns back for the football, makes the catch, and quickly NBA out to the 19 with a 1st down.
Yeah, that's just an out route. He just kind of presses it, kind of stalks him up inside, and then breaks to the outside and back to the football to eliminate the defensive back to be able to get space in there. And I think it's Pilon, the cornerback over there, number 9. He wasn't in back coverage. That was just a good route and a good throw.
NBA with a 1st and 10 at the 19 now, as Marcel Reed has been crisp in this 1st half. Handoff straight ahead. There's Johnny Moore. Moore gets up to the 25-yard line. First good carry we've seen from him as they bottled him up on that last drive.
Yeah, we want to see more of Moore all night long. And definitely, you know, it's really important, I think, for us to get ahead of the chains. We've been able to have a little success here in the first quarter without, you know, getting much on first down. But, man, 2nd and 4 is so much better than 2nd and 8+. I guess that's common sense, but
right.
we want 2nd and short.
Moore, the tailback. Marcel out of the gun. Marcel's going to keep straight ahead. He's got some room. I think they're going to get him maybe half a yard before the sticks. We'll see where they spot it. At worst, this is going to be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about a long one, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like they moved it back a hair.
Yeah, are they moving the chains? They are moving the chains.
Okay, I guess that's a first down. It must be the angle. It looks short to me.
I thought we were behind. It looks short. We've got a little bit of an angle where we are, but hey, we'll take it. First down. We talked about them, you know, not measuring much. Right now, it seems like if you're close, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, I think that had to be really close at best. 1st and 10 MBA up at the 29-yard line. Coming up on a minute to go here in the first quarter. Reed flushed out of the pocket, throws for Richards, and almost got it to him as he was scrambling out of the pocket, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I actually think they might have been looking for the guy coming in speed motion there, Durrett. They were looking for him, I think, on like a little wheel route, but he got pressure right in his face. So I think Marcel was just throwing that ball away. He was still able to get it in the direction of Claiborne. And with Claiborne's hands, you never know what might happen. But, yeah. So now we're, you know, again, behind the chains a little bit, second long, 2nd and 10. That puts you, it makes it a little tougher to, you know, call play right here.
Marcel under center, 2 receiver set. Hands off to Moore. Moore is going to be dropped at the 31-yard line as they pulled him down after a gain of about 2. An NBA with a big 3rd down coming up here.
And that was Gentle again, man. Gentle's having a day in this first quarter. He's made some, maybe, you know, good play on offense and a couple of big plays on defense. So now 3rd and long as this clock ticks down. Looks like we'll have to call a play before the end of the quarter. We don't seem to be overly in urgent mode, but a couple of substitutions. Got our wide receivers in there. And let's see what we come up with here on 3rd and 8.
Marcel out of the shotgun, 4 receiver set. Drops to throw.
He's got Durrett.
Throws off his back foot as he got pressured. Had Durrett open, and Durrett may have been able to turn that upfield for the first down, but NBA is going to have to kick it away.
Yes. And I said Durrett, but Spellman, it looked like he was open in the middle of the field. But the pressure they were able to get on us, you know, it definitely prevented Marcel from really getting a good read and be able to throw the football, do it off his back foot, incomplete. So this will be Derryberry's first kick of the night.
Walker Derryberry back to punt, stands at his 16-yard line. Andre Delnois back to receive for Macaulay back at his own 30-yard line. Derryberry is going to kick a wobbler. It's going to bounce about the 28-yard line. Delnois is going to pick it up, advance it past the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. And from that spot, it'll be 1st down and 10 for Macaulay. So Macaulay, Mike, on that first drive, able to move the football, but finally stalled out as NBA was able to hold him out. But one thing I noticed on that first drive is that big offensive line is definitely going to open some holes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They are big up front, and again, like I said, they're foot to foot in there, and they just mash you and really trying to take away, you know, running lanes for the defense. So we're going to have an answer for that quarterback, those running backs coming downhill.
That's the end of the first quarter. NBA 7, Macaulay nothing. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford, at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Ken Huff with the Washington Redskins, and you're listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Good starting field position for Macaulay to open the second quarter. They're going to start this drive at their own 39-yard line. Trailing MBA here 7-0. Jay St. Hilaire, the quarterback for Macaulay, works out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left. Tario Price, the tailback. Going to throw right side. Pass is caught. And out of bounds is Enrique James Leclerc.
Yeah, a little sprint game. Yeah, a little sprint game. Found him quick in there and was able to get a good, good first down yardage there.
What looked like may have been a sack is going to turn out to be about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, St. Hilaire, he's scrappy, he's physical, and he can extend plays.
Handoff to Tario Price, and Price is a guy that can hurt you. He's got over 1,000 yards rushing on the season for Macaulay. He's a good complement to their mobile quarterback, and a good passing game too.
Yeah, and again, those guys, they run a lot of inside zone, and that's just, double teaming at the point of attack and just building a big wall with that up front. And then Price, I watched him a lot against Innsworth last week, was watching that film, kind of weaves and bobs and then just appears, all of a sudden. And then he's got, breakaway speed. So if he gets out in the open, he can go.
1st and 10, Macaulay at the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. High snap, but Price gets it, and there he goes as he squirts through a hole and gets it out across the 40-yard line of MBA, and they're going to spot him down near the 30. Where are they going to spot him? Okay, they're going to walk it back to the 40.
Yeah, I think he kind of bounced and then kind of slid forward a little bit there, so he walked it back just a little bit. But again, just finding seams in that front. We're not that big. We're physical up front, but we're not that big up front. And so just man on man and looking for creases inside on the inside zone.
St. Hilaire, 2 receiver set, going to hand off again to Price. And this time Price is going to be stopped as he runs into Grayson Soper after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Grayson Soper looked like, I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're doing on defense a little bit. He's normally an outside backer, but somehow he was stacked over inside a little bit there and was able to come to our rescue. He's a kid that plays with a high motor, a lot of emotion, and every week in, week out, we're calling his name. That was a great tackle there.
2nd down and 7, Macaulay. This time St. Hilaire under center.
Play action.
He's going to drop to throw, facing pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Who else but Gabe Fisher held him up, and then Morgan Holzapfel finished him off, and that's going to be a big loss in the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, and St. Hilaire just trying to extend the play, he fights to the very end, and he kind of holds that ball out there loose. I'd love to see us knock one of those loose. A little strip sack would be beautiful. But man, what a play by the front there. Gabe Fisher has just been a man-child all year long, especially on passing down. Seems like he's in there, applying pressure on most of the passing down.
They're down in 17, Macaulay. Can MBA get a stop right here? Hilaire back to pass, holding uncalled. Pass complete in the middle of the field, and they're going to pick it up.
My goodness, they held Eric George right there, the big man. E.J. Smith looked like he tackled Eric George right there, and that's unfortunate. But we've got to be able to stop them on the back end too, and they were able to find the crease, much like we were on the first drive, and we complete 3rd and 15 or whatever it was, and we found Claiborne Richards. So keeps the drive alive for the Blue Tornado.
1st and 10, Macaulay after the big conversion at the MBA 30-yard line. They're going to pitch it out left side to Price. MBA with personnel there. They're going to get him down.
Yeah, I almost told you that was
3-yard gain.
I almost told you that was going to be sweep from the get-go, because watching so much film, I knew that formation they like to run sweep out of. But I about told you they like to condense the front and get multiple receivers sort of in a bunch set, and then try to get Price outside. That's what they did. It looked like we recognized it. We're able to run the football and get him down.
Held him to a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8, McCallie at the NBA 28-yard line. Coming up on 8 minutes to go in the half. 7-0 NBA right now. Throw down the field. Pass is caught by Delanois. Nice hit by Payne Daniel. But it's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, a little play action. Maybe a little RPO there. He put it in the belly of the RPO run pass option. Put it in the belly of the running back and then threw it on the inside slant right there. Good play by our captain, free safety, Payne Daniel. But now we got to get a stop. Probably 4-down territory. I don't know. They may kick it, but we got to get the stop first.
3rd and 1, McCallie at the NBA 21-yard line. St. Hilaire.
Quarterback's
going to keep left side. He's got the first down as he's going to be stacked up near the 15. It'll be a first down for Macaulay. The NBA was able to kind of put the stopgap on him in that first drive, but they're just pushing back here on their second attempt.
Yeah, staying a little bit more on the ground, and definitely, John, short down yardage in the red zone here. If they can continue to advance, we'll see a lot more of St. Hilaire. They really like him running the football, in the red zone, and obviously he's a big kid, physical, and he really, if you do the math, he's the X factor, just like we use Marcel as far as kind of getting advantage of numbers when he's running the football.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Sweep with the receiver. NBA read that pretty well. Nolan Sargent for maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was just a little speed sweep, or that's actually a pass play now because he tosses that thing forward just about 1 foot into the hand of that speed motion. The receiver coming in speed motion, ran it to the short side. We were able to run him down there, and big stop there.
Baylor Brentwood Academy tied at 7 right now. Game taking place across town. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. St. Hilaire throws it out left side. Pass is caught. I think that's the big tight end.
He fumbled, but I think
fumbles out of bounds. They're going to give him, I think, 5, maybe 6 yards on that play to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, it's just a little quick read, just tied in on the. Actually, he's the H-back in there, up in the line of scrimmage, but just runs a little spear route to the outside. It's tough to get somebody on him right away, and he's a big kid, and he can break tackles, and he was able to fight for a couple extra yards there. 3rd and short here. The tendency would be, I would say, quarterback right here, but we'll see.
3rd down and 5 from the 12. 4 receiver set, empty backfield look for St. Hilaire.
Quarterback.
And there he goes straight ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the first down at the 10-yard line. Let's see what Macaulay does here. Are they going to go for a field goal? Are they going to go for a 4th down? It looks like they're bringing in a couple of players to.
They're going for it.
Yeah, I think they are. You're right.
Yeah, and they run the quarterback design run there, and then they've got several options with scheme. They can just keep that zone look and just kind of man on man, or they can pull. They like to pull their linemen. They could have ran quarterback trap right there. I didn't see it, but I sort of expect the same thing here. Quarterback.
Wouldn't surprise to see a hard count here.
Yeah.
4th and 3 from the 10. And they're going to go for it. St. Hilaire along the left side. He's got some room.
Yeah.
And he's got way too much. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown on 4th and 3. I think NBA had it condensed inside, and he bounced it outside. Had 3 blockers there, and that, tell you what, Mike, that would have gone a long way.
Yeah.
But he only had to go about 7 yards.
Yeah, we were definitely obviously playing the inside run. It looked like they had it by alignment, and then they pulled their big guard out there. Again, I mentioned him a couple times, E.J. Smith. He's coming in about 400 pounds, but he is agile, and they got him out in front. It was like a Mack truck out there that led him into the end zone.
And the extra point, hooked a little bit left, but still through the uprights. Tied at 7, 5:16 left in the half. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Macaulay eats up more than half of this second quarter with 5:16 to go before the half. We're tied at 7, and now Jacques to kick off from the 40. Kicks it high and deep. Ty Bird from about the 7. Up to the 10 to the 15. It's got the 20 to the 25. He lost the football, and it's still loose. MBA had it for a minute.
Oh my gosh, we had it, they had it, and we got it.
And somehow, miraculously, MBA recovers it. What I saw Ty Bird, he was still coming this way, and all of a sudden he looked back and uh-oh.
Yeah, that was interesting. Got interesting right there. That ball bounced around a few times in there. I'm glad we got it. You know, just that drive. If you would have asked me keys to the game, you know, coming in for the Big Red defense, it is to make them drive the football. They like to big play you. We made them drive the football, but they drove the football. And so, you know, we're going to have to find an answer for that power running game from the quarterback, running back combo.
Marcel to throw. He's going to step up and actually run 30, 35, and he's going to be taken down at the 39-yard line. 7-yard gain from Marcel, but there was a second there right after he took off where they swiped at the ball, and again, I got nervous, but he held on to it.
You just took the words out of my mouth. It looks like they're really scraping at it right now, trying to create a turnover. And obviously, you know, turnover battle really determines a lot in a game like this. And so we've got to protect the football, you know, be conscious of that they're going for it, and do a good job with ball protection.
2nd and 3, MBA from the 39-yard line. 7-7 ball game, 4.5 left in the first half.
They come with a big blitz.
Moore runs to the short side, cuts it back up to the 40, to the 45, to the 46-yard line and down. And that'll be a first down on the cutback run by Jonathan Moore.
Yeah, and a big linebacker in the middle in there, Jetty Miller. That's a great name, isn't it? Jetty Miller. He's a senior in there, and he's a big dude. He's a plugger. And Jonathan, you know, he cut that thing back and was able to get back inside, but that kind of played to Miller's advantage as he was a little slow on pursuit, and he was able to get a good shot on him there. But big first down for the Big Red.
1st and 10 now with the 46. Marcel to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws downfield.
Oh, no.
And that's a terrible, terrible throw from Marcel, and it is intercepted way downfield. He felt the pressure, and I think he actually got away from the first defender, and then I think he got rid of the football a little too quick. I think he can hang on to that there.
Yeah, absolutely. What he saw was Bird wide open, but then he didn't allow himself to gather himself and be able to throw a full strength throw. He threw it off a back foot and didn't get the velocity on it that he wanted, and he underthrew it and ended up in an interception. So he saw Bird, and then he tried to make a play, and I agree with you. If he would have gathered his composure, kind of kept running a little bit, Bird could have kept running, and we could have had a big play, but he got ahead of himself there and threw it off the back foot, and a big mistake early for the senior quarterback.
I tell you, and this is a very, very key point in this football game, because tie game, 3:49 to go in the first half. Macaulay with the potential to get a kind of a 2-for-1 here, Mike, because they will get the second half kickoff too.
Yep.
So MBA's got to find a way to get a stop and keep them off the scoreboard with 3:49 to go. Pass right side. It's caught by Sargent. And Maddox is going to take him down after a gain of about 7.
Yeah, it was a long throw. It showed you, St. Hilaire shows his arm there. He may not have quite the arm that Marcel Reed has, but he can throw it. And that was a quick out, a quick game. He was open. Good job again by Maddox coming up, making the play. But, good yardage on the first down here. I could see him coming back to that inside run game right here.
2nd down and 4 from the 37-yard line. Macaulay, plenty of time left. So handoff to Tario Price. Price is going to be hit. They're going to give him a yard. A big 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yes,
MBA's got to find a way to stop here, because if they don't, they probably aren't going to get the ball back, at least in the first half.
Yeah, we got it. Definitely got it. This is a big down right here. I can feel like, they're going to probably go quarterback here. And again, we got to try to figure out to run blitz it or something to take a little risk. see if we can stop it here. They're milking the clock a little bit, trying to think about what to do. They don't mind keeping the ball a little longer.
Third down.
Well,
call it 2.
He's under center, so we're probably going to see either quarterback sneak or handoff. Handoff on the trap.
Price is going to be decked. He will not get the first down. Trainer, Fisher,
yeah.
Hall.
We may call a timeout here.
In on the stop.
They're going to punt. I thought we may call a timeout, but I guess not, because we'd rather them punt the football than call a timeout.
What a stop by the defense.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, John, for keeping me focused. I'm thinking about what's next, but that was a great stop. That was trapped. They pulled big EJ across there, but Gabe beat him to the ball, and man was able to get the shot on the running back there. And 4th and 2, and looked like they're going to stop play.
Yeah, Macaulay's actually called a timeout. We'll keep it here, but let's go back to that stop. That's grown man football.
Yes, sir.
Right in there. That big red defensive line, I think, in some ways that last drive, the Macaulay offensive line got the upper hand on them. Not so theirs. They got low and nasty and made the stop.
Yeah, and we've been talking about it all year. We haven't seen very many quarterbacks under center. Macaulay and MBA are probably the two teams that are a little more under center. Under center there kind of took away the option of the quarterback coming downhill. Pretty much we knew he was going to hand that thing off, and they tried to trap. They pulled the big guard. The big 400-pounder kind of came out there and looked like Gabe just wrong-armed him and came inside and was able to make the play. Looked like they're going for it, baby.
Macaulay is going to go for it on 4th and 2.
They're going to go quarterback sneak and push him rugby style.
Can MBA make a stop? And now Coach Everard, I like it, calls the timeout with exactly 2 minutes to go. Let's take it as well. We'll be back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin & Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin & Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
4th and 2. Macaulay called a timeout, then NBA called a timeout, and this time we're going to have a play. Mike?
I'm thinking rugby, quarterback sneak, and then have that big up back pushing, but let's see. They handed it off.
Hand off to Price. Oh. There he goes, and he's going to go all the way.
Caden Mattis has got wheels, but I don't know if he can get him or not.
He's going to go all the way for a 61-yard touchdown run as NBA had things packed in, and once he got past that first line, there was nobody home. Boy, that's a momentum change right there.
Yes, sir. At least they left us some time on the clock, but you see that happen often. You're in that short yardage defense, and if you get past the first level, there's just nobody there. Great call by Macaulay. I thought they were going to try to just get the first down, but they handed that thing off, and you saw the wheels on the Macaulay running back, was able to take it in for a 61-yard touchdown.
And so the Blue Tornado make NBA pay for that interception. Mike, you talked about how big turnovers are in a game like this.
Yeah.
And Macaulay makes them pay.
Yeah, and kind of broke our serve, too, like you're saying. If the game is going back and forth, we commit the big mistake first. Now we kind of dig ourselves a hole. So let's see if we can get some pressure on this kick. It'd be great. Somehow we can keep this as just a 6-point game. High snap, but he got it.
And the extra point is good. Macaulay 14, NBA 7. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
61-yard touchdown run from Tario Price, and Macaulay leads at 14-7. MBA is going to get the ball back, though. Minute 50 to go and 2 timeouts. Ty Bird will take it from the 5. Straight ahead of the 10 to the 15's, got the 20, got the 25, and he's going to be taken down at the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. It took 6 seconds off the clock, so minute 44 to go. Now, Macaulay will get the second half kickoff, so it's pretty imperative that MBA get some points out of this drive.
Yes. And
that time of possession is not going to be pretty either. After that second quarter by Macaulay, MBA, it seems like they've only had the ball that one time.
Yeah, definitely. We felt like we won the first quarter, and they definitely won the second. We scored once in the first, and they scored twice in the second, and we got to see if we can get some points on the board before we go into the half.
Marcel, 4-receiver set, steps up. He's going to run. He's got the 30. He's got the 35-yard line. Dances again. It's going to push forward across the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a first down run of 14 yards from Marcel Reed. Looked like they had him for about a 7-yard gain, but he doubled his yardage right there.
Yeah, good move. Just design quarterback run. I mean, it's obviously if Marcel doesn't have to break stride, it's dangerous. When they do make him break stride, it doesn't seem like he get the big gains, but he was able to get enough there.
Quick pass, Durrett to the 45, and he's going to be taken down maybe at the 48-yard line. Clock still rolling, coming up on 1:09 to go. NBA is going to have to work quickly here. They've got 2 timeouts, but still not quite to midfield.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, Coach, you just signaled in a running play. I mean, a play, not a running play. We haven't signaled much. Looks like we got a little 2-minute in here where he's signaling some plays in.
Throw downfield.
Yes.
Nice play by Richards, and Richards goes out, sort of keeps it, drags the toes, and catches it out of bounds, but his feet were inbounds. So that's going to be a first down into Macaulay territory down about the 35.
Yeah, Marty Uberard's known to, make the quarterback come to the sideline for the play, but I just saw him for the first time in a long time signal a play into the quarterback there in this 2 minutes. And that was big. That was great. Great throw and catch by Marcel Reed to Claiborne Richards right there.
Yeah, put it where nobody's going to catch that except Claiborne. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Macaulay. Marcel drops to throw again. Going deep, right side man, wide open. Touchdown! Ty Bird, the Birdman. A Marcel bomb from 35 yards out. Right back at you.
That is the way to answer right there. Yes, sir. We had 3 wide receivers over there and was basically in a cover 4 look, so you have 3 on 2. And the free safety had to choose the inside, the corner had to choose the outside, and our number 2 guy shot right down the seam for the big touchdown pass. My goodness, Marcel Reed to Ty Bird. Give him 6.
The bird is the word, baby.
Come on.
Extra point by Liam Hackett is good. 36 seconds to go. Tied at 14. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Frederick and Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Frederick and Clark Realty.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
14-14. Ronit Chandra is going to kick it short. It's going to be taken by LeClaire, and LeClaire for a second had a seam, but he's going to be taken down at the 36-yard line, where it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for McCallie. So McCallie with 30 seconds left and 2 timeouts in a 14-14 game just before the half. Again, the Blue Tornado will get the second half kickoff, so MBA needs to find a way to clamp down here and take this tie game into the locker room.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting what they want to do here. It looks like they're going to go. I mean, they got 3 wide. Looks like they're going to, try to press it and see if they can get 3 points out of this drive.
LeClaire, 3 receivers set on 1st down for him. He'll drop to throw. Steps up, faces some pressure. Pass is going to be caught in NBA territory. There's Enrique James LeClaire with a 1st down to the NBA 49.
That was too soft right there. It looked like Caden Maddox, the corner on this side, really felt like he should have had some underneath help. And there was just no underneath help. And so he was able to come back and catch that pretty easily. And Caden Maddox ran him out of bounds there. But that's too much. Too much. 6 seconds off the clock. And, now they got the ball at the 50-yard line.
Gonna spot it at midfield.
Screen.
Hilaire sets up the screen, and Holzapfel is there for the big hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. Macaulay is going to take a timeout with 16 seconds to go. We'll take one, too. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin and Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin and Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Second down. Call it 14. 16 seconds left here in the first half. 4 receivers set for St. Hilaire. Facing some backside pressure. Pass is incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds left, so only 4 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they had a couple guys running down the middle of the field, but it really looked like they were trying to hit the out route there. He was kind of coming back to the ball, trying to maybe get him out of bounds. I think they're really trying to set up, unless they just found something that they weren't looking for, they really look like they're trying to set up a field goal here. So, man, now with 12 seconds left, 3rd and 13, you could look screen, you could look let's go long and hope for a penalty or a big play, sort of a Hail Mary-ish. Let's see how we play it.
3rd and 13 from the 47-yard line. St. Hilaire throws right side. Pass is caught at midfield. Does Marty Eberhard call a timeout here? No, I don't think he's going to. That's the end of the first half. Good job by the NBA defense to make a stop there with 32 seconds left. And we're tied at 14.
Yeah, score at the half. I'm assuming it's good. Well, it just got updated again. Looks like in the second quarter, Brentwood Academy leads Baylor 22-17 right now. As we go into the half, 14-14, and we just can't say enough about the way we finished that on offense to be able to get in the zone there and tie this thing back up, knowing that Macaulay gets the ball in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll jump into halftime here. What a game here at Tommy Owens Stadium. We'll take a timeout back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Friedrich & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Friedrich & Clark Realty.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin & Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals all over the Mid-South to build comprehensive coverage packages designed to provide their clients with a more secure future. Sure, home, auto, life, health, and business insurance, but also specialty areas like church insurance, bank insurance, human resources counseling, employee benefit packages. The depth of services Martin & Zerfoss can offer your business or your family is worth taking a look at their website, martinzerfoss.com. Home and auto insurance, builder's risk, workers' comp, disability insurance, long-term care, whatever it is. If you have an upcoming renewal or would like a quote for commercial or personal insurance, call one of Martin & Zerfoss's qualified risk advisors to speak with you today to help ensure that your life's most important assets are protected. Martin & Zerfoss, online at martinzerfoss.com.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Marv Fleming, the 1972 Miami Dolphins perfect season team. You are listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
MBA football fans, join us for the quarterback lunches held every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. in Zimmerman Hall. Coach Uverard will break down film from the previous game, highlight the upcoming opponent, and field questions. The cost for the all-you-can-eat buffet is $10, payable at the door, and open to all MBA football fans. Almost every school has an annual fund, but only one school is MBA, which is why, starting now, we are renaming the annual fund to the MBA Fund, a name benefiting the collective effort conducted each year to fund the unique programs and experiences only MBA can offer, where MBA alumni, parents, friends, and supporters come together to invest in the ongoing operations and day-to-day vitality of the MBA community. MBA football and the MBA Fund, two historic and proud traditions.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Friedrich & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Friedrich & Clark Realty.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin & Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin & Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Pony Wilson from the Harlem Globetrotters, and you're listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
MBA football fans, join us for the quarterback lunches held every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. in Zimmerman Hall. Coach Uverard will break down film from the previous game, highlight the upcoming opponent, and field questions. The cost for the all-you-can-eat buffet is $10, payable at the door, and open to all MBA football fans.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
Almost every school has an annual fund, but only one school is MBA, which is why, starting now, we are renaming the annual fund to the MBA Fund, a name benefiting the collective effort conducted each year to fund the unique programs and experiences only MBA can offer, where MBA alumni, parents, friends, and supporters come together to invest in the ongoing operations and day-to-day vitality of the MBA community. MBA football and the MBA Fund, two historic and proud traditions.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin & Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals all over the Mid-South to build comprehensive coverage packages designed to provide their clients with a more secure future. Sure, home, auto, life, health, and business insurance, but also specialty areas like church insurance, bank insurance, human resources counseling, employee benefit packages. The depth of services Martin & Zerfoss can offer your business or your family is worth taking a look at their website, martinzerfoss.com. Home and auto insurance, builder's risk, workers' comp, disability insurance, long-term care, whatever it is. If you have an upcoming renewal or would like a quote for commercial or personal insurance, call one of Martin & Zerfoss's qualified risk advisors to speak with you today to help ensure that your life's most important assets are protected. Martin & Zerfoss, online at martinzerfoss.com.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Montgomery Bell Academy Football on Hippie Radio 94.5.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Friedrich & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Friedrich & Clark Realty.
Martin & Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin & Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin & Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
MBA football fans, join us for the quarterback lunches held every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. in Zimmerman Hall. Coach Uverard will break down film from the previous game, highlight the upcoming opponent, and field questions. The cost for the all-you-can-eat buffet is $10, payable at the door, and open to all MBA football fans. Almost every school has an annual fund, but only one school is MBA, which is why, starting now, we are renaming the annual fund to the MBA Fund, a name benefiting the collective effort conducted each year to fund the unique programs and experiences only MBA can offer, where MBA alumni, parents, friends, and supporters come together to invest in the ongoing operations and day-to-day vitality of the MBA community. MBA football and the MBA Fund, two historic and proud traditions.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Friedrich & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Friedrich & Clark Realty.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime at Tommy Owens Stadium. TSSAA semifinal football action here MBA 14, Macaulay 14. The MBA rock band here, over to the right of us on the track with some Saturday in the Park. I think it's going to be too cold for a Saturday in the Park tomorrow. But we got a heck of a ball game here as Macaulay went out 14-7 ahead of that second quarter. MBA fought back right at the end of that second quarter, scored to tie it up at 14. But a pretty even first half, and the stats kind of look the same way. 24 total offensive plays for MBA for 190 yards, 30 for 174 for Macaulay. 10 rushes, 76 yards for MBA, 17 for 116 for Macaulay. Through the air, 58 yards passing for Macaulay and MBA, surprisingly with a 114, as they've fared a little bit better through the air than on the ground here. But leading rushers for MBA, Marcel Reed, 6 carries, 62 yards. Jonathan Moore, 4 carries, 15 yards, and a touchdown. Macaulay, I thought it was Tario Price with that big touchdown run, but apparently it was Javon McMahon. He's got 1 carry for 61 yards and a touchdown. 9 carries, 31 yards for Jay St. Hilaire, the quarterback, and a touchdown. Tario Price, 7 carries and 24 yards. So if you took the other 2 away and you just look at Tario's stats, you feel pretty good.
Yeah. That, obviously, he hit the home run on that 4th down conversion and took it to the house. And yeah, that definitely, kind of inflated their stats. Of course, we've had a couple of big pass plays, even the last pass play for the touchdown, to kind of helped us off, helped us out in the passing game. I'm just kind of looking. It's amazing. We really only have 24 offensive plays. So we've thrown the ball 14 times, if I'm looking at this right, and we've ran the ball 10 times. The quarterbacks ran 6 of those. Jonathan Moore only running the ball 4 yards for 4 times for a 14-yard net. And so, as I was saying, John, it feels like as we've gotten into these playoffs and towards the end of the year, we've kind of gotten away from our bread and butter, and I have no idea why. I'm not questioning necessarily. I'm just wondering why we were so run heavy early in the season, toward midway through the season, and it seems like, we're much more, maybe I'll say it this way, I'll say it in a positive way, we're much more balanced, right. Have been, and I feel like, we got to get Jonathan Moore running the football some in this second half, and I think then that would affect the time of possession, as you can see on there. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
the time of possession, I think that's impacting us.
Pretty one-sided. It's Macaulay at 14:07, MBA with 9:53 in that first half. Macaulay, mainly that was the second quarter where Macaulay took over the time of possession and kind of ran away with it. But a couple other stats, Marcel, 8 of 14, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Passing, St. Hilaire, 10 of 13, 58 yards, no touchdowns. Leading receiver for MBA, Claiborne Richards, 4 for 55. And Nolan Sargent, check that, two catches, 17 yards for Enrique James Leclerc. They haven't done a whole lot through the air, but they made plays when they needed to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, John, what's amazing is if you would have asked me kind of coming into this game, I would have said, our biggest threat is if we get the running game going and we can really, run the football, get big chunks, and, keep the clock. And I would have said their big threat would be some of their kind of, rinky-dink seems kind of negative, but some of their passing game, which becomes, a big threat. They can throw the football. So they've only, got 56 yards in the air right now, but don't think that they can't come out in the second half and throw the football. They are a very effective and a very balanced football team when it comes to that.
Well, St. Hilaire in that first game, Mike, back in September, was 15 of 26 for 206 yards and a touchdown. So that's what you're saying. They can throw the football. I mean, they put it in the air 26 times back then. Now, granted, they were behind a little bit in that second half before they made that run to go up.
Yes.
But they, for a couple of drives there, they were unstoppable throwing the ball in Chattanooga. So
yeah,
absolutely.
And I don't expect necessarily that they're going to come in and just, be run heavy in the second half. It's a new game, 14-14. I see them trying to throw that ball around a little bit more. I will say it does scare me with the size of their offensive front. and the physicality, the size of their quarterback, his ability to sort of run downhill and keep the chains moving and then pop it, whether it's with Price or McMahon, either one, they can pop it with them. So they are a very balanced team. You don't get to this place, you don't get to this place in the playoffs where we have 4 teams left in this division. Any one of the 4 can win the whole thing. BA and Baylor in a dogfight across town in Brentwood, and we're in our own dogfight here. And really, all 4 of these teams are excellent football teams. We got to find a way to get stops on defense and get the ball back in our hands of Marcel Reed, and we got to find a way to get the running game going.
Absolutely, and in the score app I'm using right now, I don't know if I trust it, but Brentwood Academy is showing up at the half 25-23. And then Macaulay's showing up 24-14 at the half. That's why I don't trust it, because it's 14-all. The app is showing that Macaulay's got the 10-point halftime edge, and let me just tell you, we're here and they don't. It's tied at 14.
I'm going to just say a Chattanooga referee probably running that app. It's always a 10-point advantage if you're down in Chattanooga.
Well, yeah, it's something else. But I'll tell you what, we'll take a timeout here just to finish up halftime. We'll come back with the second half. Macaulay will receive it, and the winner of the second half will decide who goes back to Chattanooga for one more game. We'll be back after this on the MBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Success is measured in many ways. Take real estate, for example. When it comes to buying or selling your home, it's a big deal, and you want a realtor with a track record for success. The agents at Friedrich & Clark Realty have that record. Agents especially like Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, and Hayden Avery. They all have an MBA connection. Friedrich & Clark Realty has the highest average sales per agent of any realty company in Middle Tennessee. Buying or selling your home? Call Trish Woolwine, Marcia Simino, or Hayden Avery at Friedrich & Clark Realty.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford, at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Pony Wilson from the Harlem Globetrotters, and you're listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Back, about ready to kick off the second half here. Game tied at 14, MBA and Macaulay here at Tommy Owen Stadium. Ronit Chandra to kick off for MBA. Enrique James Leclerc and Andre Delanois. The French-Canadian duo back to receive for Macaulay. Chandra's going to kick it deep. It's going to be Delanois from about the 9. He's got the 10. He's got the 15. He breaks out of a tackle at that point, gets up to about the 17-yard line. But that's good kick coverage by MBA. And they've done a good job of that tonight, Mike, limiting any big returns by the Blue Tornado.
Yeah, that's the freshman kicker. And, we were discussing a little bit there at halftime. It seemed like they were trying a little more pooch kick approach to kind of let the ball hang up, get our coverage down there. But that time, I don't know if he was supposed to pooch it, but he got some leg into that one. And, again, our coverage team was effective. And this will be one of the first times they start behind the 20-yard line. So that's great field position, that's the goal, get them to start behind the 20 for the Big Red.
1st and 10, Macaulay from their own 17-yard line. Hilaire back to pass, has time, throws downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Thought the receiver, Sargent, may have picked it up, but he did not.
Up too. I think he may have fell on the ball.
Did he fall on the ball?
Yeah, and it's interesting.
It's a cold night. I mean, that's going to hurt.
Yeah. I think it might have knocked the air out of it. But, it's interesting there. I was getting ready to say that the 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver look was a new formation for Macaulay. We hadn't seen that all the time. So what they did was max protect right there, play action, max protect, and then tried to get a big play to start the half, on the post, much like we did in the first half, trying to go long a couple times to Claiborne Richards. So that was the attempt for us. We were in pretty good coverage, Payne Daniel and Caden Maddox back there.
And then St. Hilaire makes you nervous because he had all day to throw the football, and he's good at moving around in the pocket, moving up, evading the defense. And you look at quarterbacks, in this in the 4 teams that are left, all 4 of these quarterbacks can evade pressure.
Yes.
They're just hard to tackle, and it's interesting. It's in different ways too.
Yeah. And again, what afforded him the time there is those 2 tight ends. So they had basically a full complement of offensive linemen. They kept those tight ends blocking, and they allowed him not to get pressure. So it was a safe play and a big shot that they were trying to take there.
2nd down and 10 for the 19-yard line. Back to the shotgun for St. Hilaire. 2 receivers in tight.
Yep.
Going to hand off on the sweep. Nowhere to go, as Delanois is going to be wrapped up in the backfield for a big loss.
Yes, sir. And it looks like, fortunate for us, Macaulay's gotten away a little bit here early in this, on this drive from what they have been effective doing. Again, I noticed on film, anytime he number 3 motioned in like that and kind of cut his split down, they like to run the reverse. So the fact that I've watched 1 game film and I knew that probably told you that the Big Red knew that what was coming right there. And so, now we got a big play, John. We got to get a stop right here. 3rd
down and about 15 for Macaulay. St. Hilaire back to throw. He's going to step up.
Too much time.
Has it to Delanois. And NBA's happy to give him that because he's well short of the 1st down. They gave him room in front, and then they hit him right when he got it, and he's nowhere near it. And NBA has forced a punt here on their first possession.
Yeah, we just rushed 4 there and, played coverage behind it, took away, the chains, and then came up. And what we've done well tonight is come up and we've made tackles. And so we've done a good job of that. We're going to have to continue to do that in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Jocks back at the 10 to punt. End over end kick's going to be tough for Richards to get to it. And he's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a bounce, a Macaulay bounce from about the 43 and roll back to the 39, where it's going to be 1st down and 10. But that's a great start to this 2nd half. Boy, what a difference that late touchdown drive makes, Mike. You have maybe not you, because I know you're probably more optimistic than me, but you start getting those worst case scenarios, and you think Macaulay could get a 2-for-1 out of this, and NBA said no, I don't think so.
Yeah, absolutely. And the tie game changed the way they called plays on this first drive. If they were up 7 points, they're probably calling the game differently, and so definitely it changes everything. That was huge.
And NBA with a great defensive stop to force a 3-and-out and a punt. Let's see if they can get the offense going. Reed throws right side. There's Richards. Boy, Richards turned for a second, man. I thought he was going to be able to cut up field, but his momentum took him just out of bounds. If he takes that upfield, he may go all the way, but still 14-yard gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, we usually throw that thing so precisely on the boundary, we just catch it and step out. In that case, Marcel threw that ball so far, and that's the arm that gets you a SEC scholarship offer right there.
Right.
And then he had space left, so he was able to turn it up and get some yards before Barnes was able to run him out of bounds.
1st and 10 now. MBA up at the Macaulay 47-yard line. Reed looks to run. A lot of traffic. He gets out of it. He's got the 40, 35. He's got the 30-yard line. And he is going to be taken. Actually, he's going to walk out of bounds at the 26. It's a smart play right there. He realized he was walled off and he was going to, take a hit there. So he just avoids it. He goes out of bounds. That's what 4 years here will do for you.
Absolutely. And again, just a design quarterback run. I saw some daylight early. I felt good about it, and that was a great run. Be able to get us a big chunk play, and great job by Marcel not taking a hit he didn't have to take, get out of bounds right there.
1st and 10, NBA at the Macaulay 27-yard line. Game tied at 14 early on here in this third quarter.
Oh, no.
NBA fumble the football. Jonathan Moore falls back on it and averts disaster. It's going to be a loss of 2, but that could have been much worse.
Yeah, that was a low snap, and then the running back kicked the ball out of Marcel's hands, I think. And then Johnny Moore was able to jump on that thing, and he one-hand recovered with his left hand, which I was scared about too. My goodness, that was a break for the Big Red.
They just can't turn it over like this. Had a big defensive stop, and the offense is driving here to tie game.
We need 6 right now. Come on.
Second down and 12. Marcel drops to throw, rolls to his right. He can run. He's got the 30. He's got the 25. Makes a move down to the 20. He's going to be taken down at the 19. They're going to spot him on the 20, actually, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that's a pass right there, and he just didn't have anything downfield and made it happen with his feet. I am shocked. Obviously, Coach Uverard knows a lot better than I do, but, man, he is calling this game wide open. Much more, pass-first offense than we're used to out of the Big Red.
Call it 3rd and about 2.5, close to 3.
Oh, yeah, it's offsides. That's a design play right there. They trade the 2 tight ends, hard count in the middle of it. It's tough for those guys to resist, and they come across and give us an easy first down. We're trading, guys. We're trading our tight ends. We did not move. Coach U's going to go crazy if they miss this call right here.
Yeah, they're discussing this. They're going to call. Are they going to call against NBA? Blake?
Looks like there's some discussion. This is not going to. Coach Uverard will not be happy. So the design, like I was just describing, we're trading our tight ends. They are trading, and they jumped off sides in the middle of our trade. No, sir.
Wow.
No, sir. As you see, Coach U is calling him over. That is an incorrect call. And he's calling the official over to talk to him. Hopefully he gets an explanation.
NBA has done that 2-back swap all season.
Yes.
It's never been a penalty.
They blew that one. So that is a design hard count play where we trade our tight ends in the middle of the trade, which is legal. You hard count it, that's all. We didn't snap the ball, we didn't move the ball. So how could we have illegal motion? No one moved except a legal trade of the tight end and H-back. So, man, that is unfortunate right there for the Big Red.
So a 5-yard penalty. It was 3rd and 3. Now 3rd down and 8.
Which would have been first down, by the way.
Reed,
Great
throw back to Zoller. He's got the 20. Zoller at the 15, to the 10 and down. 1st and goal. Don't worry about the penalty now, as it'll be 1st and goal, NBA from the 9.
And that was our big center downfield, Jackson Green. It kind of tackled Zoller right there. But my goodness, that was a great call. Coming out of a moment when you're upset with the call, to be able to have that clear of a head to make that kind of call. Man, what a call. Great call. Great play by Zoller. Great job by the O-line to get down front and lead the way.
Marty's playing chess and I'm playing checkers. That's what it is.
Yeah, that was next level.
Reed, quarterback keeper, and they're going to get him back for a yard. He's going to lose a yard, I think, back to the other side of the 10.
Yep, it's going to be second and goal from the 10.5.
Yeah, it's on this side of the 10, not on the goal line side. So
And I don't know if it's that angle or not, but that down marker over there looks like it's a full yard, doesn't it?
It
Almost
does.
a yard and a half.
Looks like it's between the 11 and the 12-yard line.
We may need Thomas to weigh in on this and give us some kind of quadratic equation. Help us figure out why that looks like that.
Oh, I've sworn off advanced math years ago.
Throwback. Got
Reed.
it.
He's got Durrett. And he's got 6. Touchdown! Big Red. What a play. Adversity on the drive. A bad penalty on 3rd down. And MBA says, we don't care. And they've taken it for 6.
Yeah, that was just a kind of a pseudo rollout to the right and the throwback to Durrett coming back across the formation. In fact, in that Innsworth game, John, Innsworth ran the exact same play. I think it was Innsworth who scored on the exact similar play in last week's game. So,
some more film work.
yeah.
Hack it on. Big extra point.
Yeah.
And he knocks it through. MBA back on top with 7:05 to go in the third, 21-14. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin and Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin and Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
What a drive by the Big Red to go back up here in the second half, 21-14 over the Blue Tornado of Macaulay. Chandra to kick it back, though, and they can get back in it in a hurry. Delanois is going to be hit and gang tackled down at the 26-yard line by MBA, where it's going to be first down and 10 for MBA. Let's skip back to that first drive by Macaulay. Kind of some unconventional play calling. You mentioned the misdirection sweep there, and it didn't work out. You kind of go back here to what we saw in the first half.
I think they're going to come back to it right here. I think they tried a big play as the first down. They tried to hit the post, a play they've had success with all year. We were on it. Then they tried to reverse on second down, 2nd and 10. You know, it put them in a bad spot right there. And I think we're going to come back to some mash. You know, it's interesting. These teams have kind of inverted what they normally do, you know, and I feel like they're going to mash us a little bit right here, or try to.
1st and 10 from the 26. They hand off to Tario Price, and NBA is going to stack him up for maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Yeah, and I think that was Jordan Deani in there on the first hit, if I wasn't mistaken.
And this defensive line has really stepped up and answered the call here. Like this is probably one of the best offensive lines, biggest offensive lines they'll face, and they can push you around. But right now, NBA doing a good job at the line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line. St. Hilaire out of the gun.
They seem a little confused here. They got lined up though. They're ready.
3 receiver set. High snap. Hilaire's got it. Pump fakes. Still gets it off to Sargent.
Oh my gosh.
And Sargent is taken out of bounds a couple yards shy of the first.
I was saying, oh my gosh, just because that play was sort of a bust for them. I mean, he double pumped the quick game, which you're never supposed to do. And we were so on top of it that we overran it. And they were able to catch it and then, you know, gain 8 yards. So now they're in really good position here. 3rd and 2, I expect a quarterback run all day right here.
He telegraphed it.
Yeah.
Still couldn't quite make the stop.
Empty backfield quarterback all day.
3rd down and 2. 5 receiver set. He saw it. Mike Cantrell was all over it. And that'll go for first down yardage up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, you know, they split us out. They have 5 receivers. They basically split us out. They got us 5 on 5, and their 5 are bigger than our 5. And quarterback running downhill, that's just numbers game right there. That's what I'm saying. The quarterback is the equalizer in the numbers game.
1st and 10 up at the 43-yard line, 21-14. NBA leading, 5:38 to go here in the third.
Trap.
Handoff. Price And Tario Price with a nice run up to midfield. He'll gain 7 on first down.
Yeah, and this is the kind of offense, you know, that makes you nervous. This is, I said we need to make them do this, but now I kind of wish I wouldn't have said that, because I think they can. You know, if they keep it inside, running that inside trap and inside zone and downhill runs, it's punishing to the Big Red defense, and we got to find a way to get in there and find a crease and get a stop. They seem like they're having some communication, getting plays in. The Blue Tornado throwing their hands up in the air, trying to figure out the call.
2nd and 3. Again, they hand off to Price. Price cannot spin out of the tackle.
Yeah, that was
Cole Hooper.
Yeah, that was a little more power or belly, depending on how you want to call it. But again, they're pulling these linemen all the time, and that 400-pounder, he's not afraid to pull across the line. And you could imagine what it's like, you know, if your guy blocks down and all of a sudden you feel like you're free, and then number 75 comes and it looks like a train coming at you, you know, and you have to kind of stop his momentum and force the play back inside.
3rd and 3. Quarterback run. Hilaire, he will not get there. He is stopped at midfield. Big Eric George laid the wood to him right there. It's 4th down, and it looks like Macaulay's going to bring the punter on.
I don't think so. They're subbing, but they're leaving their quarterback in. They're going. Etienne Delisle was coming in. I thought for some reason that might be the punter, but it is not. Man, this is a big play in this game, and I feel like we're going to see quarterback all day. They may try to, again, if he's under center, they may just try to run that trap inside and get a crease. This is the play they took to the house in the 2nd quarter.
4th and 3, Macaulay.
Same play.
Hand off Price to the outside. No, sir! Browning trainer, Alan Young. 4th down stop. 1st down, Big Red.
That is huge.
How about the Big Red?
My goodness. These coaches they've got me on edge. Like all day long, short yardage, I figured they would go quarterback, you know, out of the shotgun.
What did we talk about in the first half? Grown man football.
That was
right
grown
there.
man football. That was. Come on, let's put some points on the board, Big Red.
All right, let's see what the offense can do. 1st and 10 from the 49. Marcel's going to roll out to the right side. He's got room. He's got the 45, and he goes out of bounds right at the sticks. I think they're going to mark him about a yard short.
Yeah, he just got outside there, and he could do that all day long. All the skill guys were in coverage. I think we kind of got lucky there. It looked like a receiver. I looked up, and there was some white jersey that was kind of like flowing in the wind. I think we might have grabbed a piece of cloth right there, but we got by with it, and it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8. It was 2 yards short, John. Again, Marcel just doing it with his legs.
2nd and 2 over the 41-yard line. 3:19 to go in this 3rd quarter of play.
We may take a shot here. Let's see. Nope.
Going to hand off to Moore. Moore, tough run, gets to the 40-yard line. He's got to get directly straight to the 39 to pick up the 1st down. He's going to be a yard short.
And again, we just haven't seemed like we've gotten in a rhythm with our run game. You know, that was only his like 5th carry, I think, in the game, 5th or 6th carry of the game. And he's kind of one of those backs, and I feel like we're one of those kind of offenses that's kind of got to get a little, you know, we need to pick up 3, 4 and just kind of keep running it. Here on 3rd and short, it's going to be interesting. Do we try to draw them off sides? We go quarterback sneak. What do you think, John?
I'm thinking quarterback sneak, and so is Macaulay.
We moved. Now,
so no makeup call here for
now the quarterback and center can actually move if the rest of the guys don't, but I think somebody else moved in there, and that is just a killer.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 1. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now, and that changes what play you can call there. But obviously, you saw the Macaulay defense kind of run up to the line. They saw what we saw. They knew the sneak was coming, I think, and now we'll see what happens here. This is a big drive. This is a 1st down you need to get after your defense has made a big stop. You've got the 7-point lead late here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and you'd like to get the score. We may have to take a timeout here. We're under 10 on the clock. 6, 5, 4. Let's get it off, boys.
Down at 2. Down at 1. Yeah,
Marty took a timeout.
Coach Everard saw they were not going to get that play off. So we'll take the timeout. Back after this on the MBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin and Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals all over the Mid-South to build comprehensive coverage packages designed to provide their clients with a more secure future. Sure, home, auto, life, health, and business insurance, but also specialty areas like church insurance, bank insurance, human resources counseling, employee benefit packages. The depth of services Martin and Zerfoss can offer your business or your family is worth taking a look at their website, martinzerfoss.com.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back. Big play here. 21-14 NBA got the ball 3rd and 6 at the Macaulay 45. Empty backfield. And now Macaulay's going to take a timeout. Well, hey, if you got to burn one, make them take one too. Let's take it as well. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Montgomery Bell Academy Football on Hippie Radio 94.5.
I can plug in the iPad. Get an extra charger.
No, I don't. Sorry. 3rd down and 6 NBA from the 45 after a timeout by each team. See what play call they come up with here. Reed drops the throw, has time, going deep, has Richards, he's got it, and he will score! Are you kidding me? Marcel Reed with another bomb from 45 yards out to Claiborne Richards for 6.
John, what a call. Again, we had sort of a trips bunch set over here, run a combination route. We were able to sneak our guy behind them, and we got our big guy, number 8, Claiborne Richards, wide open. And Marcel, I thought for a second he was going to overthrow him, but got him in there. We got Nathaniel Nelson, Nate Cantrell, Lim Hackett. It's good.
The triple threat knocks it through. 28-14 Big Red. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back, everybody. 45-yard bomb. Marcel Reed to Claiborne Richards, and NBA is up 28-14. Ronit Chandra set to kick it off here. He's going to kick it deep. Delanois got it at the 10. And he is going to be dropped down about the 24-yard line. We haven't talked much about the weather. It's a cold night here in Nashville, kind of unseasonably cold for mid-November, at least the way things have been the last few years. But tell you, there's plenty of heat at Tommy Owens Stadium tonight.
Yeah, you were mentioning just at the break how Marcel Reed is on fire, and I told you, big players make big plays in big games, and he's coming through tonight. I mean, obviously had the one kind of bonehead mistake. Other than that, It's been all Marcel Reed.
Macaulay, Hilaire back to throw. Gets about an 8-yard route out to Enrique James Leclerc. And he goes out of bounds.
Man, you said that name so eloquently. I'm glad that's you and not me. Say that again.
Enrique James Leclerc.
Man, straight out of Toronto. That's amazing.
The bad thing is I like donuts, so I keep thinking about eclairs. And I mean that is no offense to that fine young man. I just, I keep thinking of eclair every time I say the name.
That's good, John.
2nd and 2. Quarterback run.
Wrap him up.
And he's tough to get down, and St. Hilaire is going to finally be taken out of bounds up at the 42, 43-yard line. And this is, Macaulay they're kind of an interesting team. They can go on that 8-minute drive, but then they can come back and hit you in 2 minutes. So you've got to be ready.
Yeah, it's a very good football team, and while we, with about 1:45 in the third, up 28-14, I don't think anybody in the building feels comfortable, John.
Defense has come up huge time and time again tonight, but they will have to do it a few more times. St. Hilaire hands off to McMahon. That's the one that took off for that big 61-yarder in the first half. This time, they're going to hold him to a gain of about 4. That was a kind of a slow developing play as he just took him a while to bounce it outside. That gave the defense enough time to get over there.
Yeah, it was outside zone basically with a crack block, and their wide receiver came down and he shielded, didn't clip. It was a great job by him, our force player, and then he was able to bounce that thing outside for a positive gain for the Blue Tornado.
And 2nd and 6, Macaulay from the 46-yard line. Shotgun set. St. Hilaire is going to run again, and he's going to get the first down and be out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think Chris Chauvin's going to have to make an adjustment there. It just seems like from the snap, from the pre-snap read, we just didn't have an outside player, like a force player over there. Much like on the touchdown earlier in the second quarter, I think their first touchdown, St. Hilaire took that thing outside, and there was just nobody out there to get him. I think it seems like that they're able to see that, maybe call that from the line of scrimmage, and they've got an advantage right there as far as just from alignment.
Macaulay with a 1st and 10 at MBA territory at the 46-yard line. A minute to go here in the third quarter. MBA up 28-14. St. Hilaire back to throw. Throws on the run, and his receiver went down to get it. That's 7, Matthew Hebert.
He dropped that thing. He was wide open.
Man, I tell you, if you're originally from Louisiana, I think this roster would help. You'd be good if you were a broadcaster, but it's a bit of a challenge at times.
For these
lots of French-Canadian names on here.
Yeah, for 2 old Tennessee boys, we're struggling a little bit up here.
I took a couple years of French in high school and did not do well.
It's Espanol for me, so I don't have a chance.
2nd and 10 from the 46. Hilaire is going to throw on the run. One hops it to his receiver, intended for our man James Leclerc, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. I think everything here, especially this part of the field for Macaulay, is going to be 4-down territory at this point in the game.
Yeah, I certainly feel like, with all, you're playing for survival. I don't see them punting the football.
3rd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. See if MBA can get some pressure on St. Hilaire right here. 3 receivers to his right. Got the tailback, Javon McMahon, back with him.
Probably going to sprint this way and try to get protection. Nope, he's going to run it, and they got it right there.
He's going to run straight ahead. My goodness. Boy, it's almost as if the Red Sea parted right there.
Yeah, let me tell you what they're doing. They're lining up, and then they're getting the play from the sideline, and they're just playing the numbers game. We had to adjust to the trips wide over here on the wide side of the field, so we were short-numbered over there. And again, it's only 11 against 11. And so when you have that 11th guy, your quarterback, as an X factor, like, in that situation, they've got numbers in a lot of situations, and it's been effective for them.
Coming up on 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Similar formation here.
1st and 10 from the 33. Empty backfield for St. Hilaire.
Screen.
He's going to throw a quick right side. Missed tackle there, but he's not going to miss the second. Boy, Morgan holds that, but you see how far his arm was extended as he tried to get him with his left arm, and he finally brought him down. And that's a strong tackle.
Hosey, the junior linebacker, is playing his tail off too, let me tell you that. And that was Grayson Soper who missed him on the first shot and came back and kind of got in there on that second one. So we kind of in the third quarter here on a high note, John.
Well, one more to go. MBA up right now by 14. Back after this on the MBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford, at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
Hi, this is James Bone Crusher Smith, former heavyweight champion of the world. Roll, Red Roll. This is NBA football.
Second and 12, Macaulay from the 35-yard line of MBA to start the fourth quarter. MBA up 14 right now, but Macaulay is driving. St. Hilaire has time, back to pass, and he's going to flip it. Ball is loose. He was held up, was going down. He was going to be sacked by Sam Hall, and then he flipped it to his tailback who could not get to it, but Macaulay fell on it. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, man, good job there. I mean, the quarterback did a good job just kind of shuffling up in the pocket, but Sam Hall, who probably weighs maybe 200 pounds against this big front, found his way in there and was able to get this big hit on the quarterback, almost got the sack. We were saying we need a turnover, and that might have been our opportunity.
Third down and 12, Macaulay.
Could be quarterback here thinking 4 downs. Let's see. Nope, gonna throw
St.
it.
Hilaire steps up, throws. He's got a man down there.
He caught that.
And he caught that. That was Nolan Sargent, and he paid for it. And what a throw by the quarterback, St. Hilaire.
Yeah, under duress, he made that throw. He took a hit, and then, man, the ball went up in the seam there, like you said, to Sargent, who's one of their most experienced wide receivers, and man, that was a heck of a play by the Blue Tornado right there.
First and goal, Macaulay at the 3.
Quarterback.
It's going to be St. Hilaire, and St. Hilaire is going to walk into the end zone. Boy, he is a tough kid. And Macaulay that quickly. MBA had a third down and 12, and Macaulay with 2 big plays and just a blink of an eye has made this a 1-score game. But kind of like we thought, Mike, NBA is going to have to score again in this game.
Yeah. There's no way in a game like this where you're going to have to defend 4 downs and all that to, play the way they play. They're just too effective in short yard runs and things like that. But, man, just coming back to that last play, what a great play by, St. Hilaire and getting the ball in there to Sargent, their experienced wide receiver on a seam route. And our kids played it. I mean, we had pressure. We made the play on the back end. We just couldn't jar the football loose. That was good football right there.
28-21. NBA now by 7 here. Full fourth quarter to go. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville. The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
McCallie set to kick off here. gotten it down to a one-score game. They're not going to go away. Deep kick. Ty Bird from the 5. Straight ahead to the 10's, got the 15. Has the 20 to the 25's, got the 30. And Ty Bird has had some good returns tonight. He's given MBA good field position up at the 32, 33-yard line. That's where we'll start. And MBA and Marcel Reed, the offense will come back out needing another touchdown drive. Only a 7-point lead.
And that was the kicker, Alexander Jacques. I
think it's Jacques.
Who actually ran down there and made the tackle, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. He kicked it and then ran down and made the tackle, and Ty Bird was on his way right there.
1st and 10, MBA from the 33-yard line. Marcel out of the gun. He's going to hand off to Jonathan Moore, and there's McCallie, and it just hasn't been there tonight for Jonathan Moore. The holes have not materialized.
Yeah, Xavier Gagne on the play right there, the junior linebacker, and he was Johnny on the spot for Johnny Moore right there. And now we're backed up behind the chains, 2nd and 12, and that may be some of the reason. We've just seen us being shotgun so much. Marcel Reed run the football, throw the football, kind of attack, because they're defensively they are tough in that 3-3 stack.
2nd and 13. Marcel back to throw. Throws it short to the tight end. That's just going to be the receiver, Hutton Durrett. And Durrett maybe gets 1 or 2. And all of a sudden, it's a huge 3rd down here. Huge.
Yes, sir. And the Blue Tornado fans are back in it over there. And they had a blitz on right there. It was a good call. Screen against a blitz is always a good opportunity, but they were able to play it, and Durrett wasn't able to really find running room to get going north and south before he got tackled.
Good game here, good game across town. 32-32. Brentwood Academy and Baylor tied up late in the 3rd.
It's about what we expected, wasn't it?
Work to do here. Marcel back to throw, has time. What a throw, and what a catch by Ty Bird.
Have a day, Ty Bird.
Up at the 49-yard line. The Bird is the word tonight.
Have a day, the senior wide receiver. Great job, great throw. Threw it down. The only one, that really could make that play was our receiver, and he was able to get down. That's not an easy foot catch on any day, but the temperature's creeping into, 33, 32. Making that play on the turf like that, that's a great play by Ty Bird.
1st and 10 for MBA, just shy of midfield. Marcel again to throw. This time wants it all, and there's no one there. At least if you're gonna overthrow it, throw it where nobody else can get it either, and that's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he threw that ball about 55 yards in the air. Fortunately for us, he outthrew it. All 21 other players.
Right.
But it looked like there was a miscommunication between Bird there and as our number 2 receiver and the route he ran and the play that Marcel was expecting. So, again, we're behind the chains again, but we have gone away from our run-first offense, and it's just this 3-3 and the experienced front of the Tornado that we've just not been able to run the football.
Marcel, flushed out of the pocket, is going to throw it on the run as he rolled out. It's incomplete, intended for Bird, and another big 3rd down coming up. I tell you, it's hard to continually, even as good as this offense has been tonight, it's hard to continually make 3rd and long.
Yes, it is. And being behind the chains like that is it's a tough out. It's tough. It's a tough play call right here. And obviously, we don't have the luxury of going for it on 4th down. If we don't get it, we're punting right here, most likely.
9:15 to go in the game. 28-21 MBA on top. A big 3rd down here.
Scrambling to the line with about 5 seconds left.
Just shy of midfield. At 2, at 1, they get the play off. Marcel, time to throw. But he's going to run, and he's going to throw for Ty Bird, just off Ty Bird's hands, incomplete. NBA wants a pass interference penalty. They will not get it. And it's 4th down.
Man, that was a great job by Marcel right there. Good job laying out by Ty Bird, just off his fingertips. Tough catch, tough throw, tough catch. Wow. So, we're going to be putting the pressure on the Big Red defense right here. So looks like they're coming after it too, so we got to get this punt off, John.
Walker Derryberry back to punt. Good snap, and they will drop back in coverage. Derryberry with a nice punt. It's going to bounce at about the 11-yard line, and they're going to spot it there. I think it's going to be right on the 11. It's going to be a first down and 10 for McCallie. So 8:59 to go. Can the defense find a way to get a stop here with a 7-point lead?
Yeah, we're in it. This is what it's all about. You know, they're in a dogfight across town. Baylor and Brentwood Academy. It's tied up 32-32 last time we checked. We expected the same thing here, and we've gotten it. You know, Big Red leads by 7. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and a very potent, you know, Blue Tornado offense with the football.
First and 10 from the 11. Jay St. Hilaire, the quarterback from Macaulay, out of the gun. High snap. Hands off to Price. Price is able to find the 15, and that's it.
Yeah, John, you got a good look at it right there. Those big linemen are foot to foot. There's no splits, and they're just pushing, and then they give it to those backs in there, and they just kind of run it up in there until, you know, they see a little daylight, and it's hard for our linebackers. There's just no run alleys, running lanes for them to run through to make stops. So it's like a wave of Blue Tornado coming at you, and then a running back pops out at the last second. So it's scary. We got a good look at it from our angle right there, John.
2nd and 6, Macaulay from their own 15-yard line.
Quarterback
Hilaire, and he is going to be hit in the hole. You know, he looks like for a second he didn't catch the snap cleanly, and Eric George put a hurt on him.
Yeah, that's a big play by the senior defensive end, Eric George. I don't know if maybe he come free. You know, they missed an assignment, or he just beat his man. But man, that was a big play. And now, you know, here in this situation, John, it's tough. Up one score. I think now the 4th down thing is probably out of the equation.
I do too.
If we get a stop, they're going to have to punt, unless it's really close.
3rd and 6. St. Hilaire has been good with his legs. And there he goes, and he goes down. He's tackled in the backfield, and I just don't see Macaulay going for it here.
And I think that was Gabe Fisher. We really couldn't see what happened there, but again, we were able to kind of...
Oh, St. Hilaire is hurt.
Is he?
Yeah, he's limping, and he's being helped off the field.
Well, we don't want that. I mean, obviously, yeah, it looks like he's not putting weight on his right foot right now, but I got a feeling they'll take that thing up and he'll walk that thing off. He may be back, but man, that would be huge for them, losing their quarterback in this point of the football game.
Richards is going to let this one bounce. It's going to take a Macaulay bounce, but I mean, you've got to do that and play it safe. I don't know. I just don't know if you can run up and make that catch. Mike, I can tell you want to, though.
I know.
I can see in your face.
Well, I want him to. I don't want to.
Right.
And I would much rather have possession. And I think punt returning has to be one of the most difficult things in the game. And a lot of kids every week in, week out in high school football, and then obviously college and pro, they make it look easy. But, man, that is not an easy play right there. And I'd much rather have possession, even if we lost a few yards there. We got to get the run game going.
Absolutely. Grind it out.
Come on. Looks like we're going to be in shotgun, though. So I think, you know, in a way, I think Coach Yu is saying, you know, if we're going to win this, we're going to win this with Marcel's legs and his arm.
Marcel on 1st and 10 from the 41. Going deep left side.
That's a nice ball.
It hangs up. MBA comes back to try to make the catch on the far side. Claiborne Richards. It's incomplete.
My goodness, that's just first down. I mean, I love playing wide open. I love the idea of that. That was a great ball by Marcel, and Claiborne almost came back to get it. And a lot of times in that situation, you get a PI, you know, a pass interference call. But I do not like 2nd and 10. And, you know, we time and time again, we're in this down and distance.
Yeah, NBA's been playing from behind the chains the last few drives. 2nd and 10 up at the 41. Macaulay showing pressure.
Yeah, it's a big run blitz.
And there goes Marcel. Marcel, there's just nothing there. And he's going to be driven backwards as he kind of ran into the teeth of that defense. It's, I mean, easy for me to say, but he might have had some room outside. But nonetheless, it's going to bring up a 3rd down here. And again, NBA's got to do something here. 3rd down and 9, 7-point lead coming up on 6 minutes to go in the game. If they could put together a drive and and in that offense that we've seen almost the whole game that sort of left them for the past 2 drives. I mean, you could grind this one out.
Yeah, obviously Macaulay's got a great, Ralph Potter, good staff over there. They pretty much knew we had to run the football there 2nd and 10 and run blitzed us, and just not much you can do in that situation.
Marcel back to throw, steps up, flushed out of the pocket, is going to get rid of it, and there's just nobody open. Marcel was forced to the short side of the field, and he just didn't have room to make a play.
Yeah.
And now MBA, just tough to go 3 and out right there and kick it right back to Macaulay.
Yeah, with no time off the clock either, and again, the first down play, I think, comes back to haunt us. I see Coach Yu, and Marcel talking right now, and I think what he probably told Marcel is you should have ran right there. At least you stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, you got a shot with your legs instead of just throwing that ball away on 3rd down. But man, John, that first down, throwing the ball, going for the home run on 1st down and getting behind the chains. Wait a minute.
Did Macaulay touch that?
He might have touched the football there.
I don't think they're going to give it to him, but we did.
Unfortunately, the referees are sleeping right now. Man, I just don't think they expected the Macaulay kid to run in. He threw his beanbag down, but I think that was to mark the football. You just didn't expect the Macaulay kid to dive in there on the ball, but
St. Hilaire back in there.
Yeah, I knew there's no way this kid's going to miss this if he can walk, but maybe he won't be as effective running.
Yeah, you have to wonder.
Won't be as mobile.
Yeah, can he move? 1st and 10 from the 8. 5:35 to go. Can MBA find another way to get a stop here? Over the middle, pass is caught.
Yeah, that's
Matthew Hebert.
Yeah, that's just the over route right there. We see that a lot against the guys across town. Brentwood Academy makes a living out of that play, either a dig or an over, and you just kind of run an in route looking for a place behind the linebackers, and they found it there to move the chains. They're in the hurry up, 5 minutes to go, and man, our back's against the wall. We got to make a play.
1st and 10 up at the 21-yard line. Hilaire back to throw, big cushion there as he gets it over to the receiver, Enrique James Leclerc. Hilaire to Leclerc. And that's going to be good for about 8.
Yeah, nice throw and catch. And it looked like, Caden Maddox had a shot at the ball right there. It looked like it's the ball. I kind of saw him put his hands up on his head. I think he thought he could have forced that one out. What do we got here?
Flag. Got a flag.
Oh, don't pick up the flag.
Is Macaulay finally going to get penalized here?
You know what? I was telling you, one of our breaks, Macaulay, one thing for sure, I'm not complaining here. Ralph Potter does a great job. They do not have many unforced errors. They haven't turned the ball over. They haven't had many penalties. And this was huge for them to kind of bury them here. Man, that's fortunate. It looks like they got a holding call there and backs them up. Now they have 1st and away from the 7.
Yeah, 1st and looks like about 21. Hilaire steps up, throws downfield, and the pass is incomplete. No. Sargent is wanting a flag. He won't get it.
No, and Payne Daniel kind of came over his back, but I believe he got the ball first. It looked like he swatted the ball first before he made the contact there, and so good no call by the officials.
Baylor, for the first time in a while, up on Brentwood Academy, 38-32.
And I can't hardly even think about that right now.
Yeah, I know.
I have a knot in my gut. At 4:48 here, Big Red leads 28-21. The ball's on the 8-yard line, and it's 2nd and 10, Blue Tornado. St.
Hilaire, pump fakes, drops to throw. He's going deep. He's got a man out there, and the pass is complete. The pass is complete inside the NBA 40. Now, that was quite a demonstrative 1st down signal, but he got by Allen Young, and now it's 1st and 10, Macaulay.
Yeah, that was double move. He pumped it, got him on the double move, got behind him. Now, Allen Young can run, and he was able to run him down and kind of catch up with him. But a perfect throw and catch from St. Hilaire to James Leclerc.
So you got it now.
Okay. Let's go.
1st and 10 from the 42. Hilaire Steps up, throws deep, trying the same play again. This time Allen Young had position. And it's going to be incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and you know, St. Hilaire is not as mobile right now. We've got to find a way. I think him running the football is probably not their go-to play. Him throwing the football from the pocket looks to be what they want to do. We got to get pressure on him. I don't think he can move away from our pressure if we can get some pressure, you know, against their passing game.
Do you bring somebody?
It's tough because then now you're not playing as much coverage, but I kind of like it.
2nd and 10 from the 42. And MBA brings the couple. Hilaire back to throw. Pass is caught. And that's going to be just a yard shy of the 1st down on the throw to Hebert.
Yeah, and there we brought our middle backer. He wasn't able to get home. And then they complete the in route sort of right from his vacancy. That's the thing. It's the thing. You want pressure, but when you do pressure, you're always going to give something up on the back end. So we've got to get a stop. We need to get pressure right here.
Yeah, this is 4 down territory, even if they don't get this 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Hilaire back to pass, throws right side. Again, receiver wide open on the far side, and that'll be a 1st down with 3:32 to go, and they're just making it happen right now.
Yes, sir.
NBA leading here 28-21, 3:32 to go. NBA with a couple of chances to push it back out to a 2-score lead offensively, but just could not get a drive together. And Macaulay, you can't keep a good team down.
No. And now they've got the full thing. I mean, if they want to run the football, they can. And they can still run the football here. They don't run it as much out of gun, I don't think, unless it's a quarterback. Play action.
Hilaire steps up, gets away from the rush, comes back, and he's going down. The ball came out. Did Macaulay fall on it?
Yes, they did.
Well, they have gotten every ball like that. Well, I shouldn't say that. NBA got a couple. They've had a couple of tough bounces, but it's a big loss on the play.
I could see Eric George, who was right there on the play, put his hands on his head quick, so I knew they had gotten it. But man, again, that's what we got to do. We got to flush him out of the pocket. He's not as mobile right now with lower extremity, injury, playing through it. Tough kid. Now 2nd and 10. We got to have another big stop right here. We got to get this big red crowd in it, and get this going. This is the season on the line right now for the Big Red.
2nd down and 17 from the 37. Can the Big Red make a couple more plays? St. Hilaire throws back the opposite way. The pass is dropped by Enrique James Leclerc. And it's 3rd down and 17.
That's a play they've ran all year. They sort of do like a little sprint out one way and throw the screen back the other way. He throws that thing blindly, and that to me is a dangerous play. They've had success all year, and they would have had a little bit of a gain there, I think, if he's able to complete that ball. 3rd down, John, 3rd and 17.
Take it one play at a time.
Big Red crowd is back in it.
Hilaire back to pass. He's got time. Gets rid of it. Incomplete.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call pass interference on Caden Maddox. And that will be a 1st down. That was not a catchable ball.
It wasn't catchable. And Caden had a hand on his back, but it did not deter. Caden had his right hand just on his back, swatted for the ball with his left, but he wasn't like he pulled his jersey, changed the momentum of the kid at all. That was unbelievable. That is another tough call for the Big Red.
3rd and 17. Oh my goodness.
Caden Maddox was asking for an explanation, and he got it and didn't like it. And just for the referee to be involved in such a not an obvious play, and to get yourself involved in that in such a critical moment of the game. Now, obviously, I know it went against us, and I'm probably more upset about it than if it were for us. But that is just not a good call.
Yeah, it did not look like pass interference to me.
That is unbelievable. But hey, the game of football means you got to play through adversity. So it's 3rd and 2 on the 22-yard line.
3rd and 2, Macaulay from the 22.
This is quarterback all the way right here, I think. This is a run quarterback all the way.
Yeah, empty backfield. And there he goes. And he's going to take it all the way.
No, I think he stepped out.
Okay, goodness. They're going to say he stepped out at the 8-yard line. I didn't see it on the far side.
And again, he's had such success to have trips to one side, a tight end to the short side of the field, and then he's done that all game. And obviously there we see that he can still run the football. He's still mobile. And man, this is going to come down to the wire right here. We got to get it stopped. And man, it's just sick still a little bit about that call. We got to get that out of our head. They got to get it out of theirs, and we got to get it stopped.
First and goal, Macaulay from the 8. They hand off to Price, and he's tripped up at the 10.
That was Grayson Soper and Browning Trainer.
Ugh. High drama here at Tommy Owens Stadium. Oh, man, it's tough to call a game like this. Oh, the fan in you tries to take over.
I'm trying not to be fan. I'm trying not to be dad. I'm trying to do all those things. It is tough right now. We've got to get a stop. 2nd and 10.
And Macaulay in no hurry. They don't want MBA to have any time.
It looks like they're going to have to call a timeout here.
He didn't get it off.
And
what a tackle by Sam Hall as he is tackled in the backfield.
And that should have been a delay of game. He had not snapped it when it got to 0, but that's okay. And because now it's a 3-yard loss and the loss of down. So it's 3rd and 13. We got 2 plays to stop them right here.
Yeah, 1:21 to go in the game. 28-21 NBA. And still 2 timeouts for Macaulay.
Everything is on the line, John. Every practice, every morning workout, every mile you ran, every weight you lifted, every practice rep, it's all on the line right now. We got to get 2 stops.
3rd and goal from the 13. Can NBA make a stop? 2 receivers set. They're going to throw back, and the pass is incomplete.
Wow, they sprinted to the left. St. Hilaire is still on the ground. He's getting up.
Macaulay's going to call a timeout here because it's 4th down with 51 seconds left.
And they threw that back, and Eric George was so close to icing that thing right there. That ball went right over his head. He stayed home wisely, feeling the screen coming on the backside. And we also had a DB back there. I think it might have been Allen Young. They're not calling timeout yet. So they're going to take this thing down. This is the season. This is it. This is for Chattanooga.
4th and goal. NBA, Macaulay. Yeah, Marty's going to take a timeout here. NBA is going to take the timeout. We'll take it real quick and take a deep breath. Don't go anywhere. Back after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Martin and Zerfoss believes that insurance is the foundation upon which businesses and families build their futures. Independently owned in Nashville for over 40 years, Martin and Zerfoss has worked with companies and individuals to build comprehensive coverage packages: home, auto, life, health, disability, long-term care, all types of commercial insurance, you name it. Whatever type of insurance you need, call Martin and Zerfoss online at martinzerfoss.com.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Welcome back, everybody. 51 seconds to go in the game. NBA 28, Macaulay 21. Macaulay with a 4th and goal at the 13-yard line. This is it. If NBA holds him out of the end zone, they'll be thinking about Chattanooga. Hilaire
coming left.
Back to throw. Steps up. End zone.
Got him.
Touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I think they may go for 2 here. Let's see. What are they saying? They're going to go for 2 to win it right here. They're on the road. Nope. Let's see. Yep, they're going for 2.
Wow.
Yep. They're on the road. They're going to try to end it right here. They don't want to go into
overtime. Or maybe they
overtime.
want Marty to use his last time out with 45 seconds left too.
Maybe, but I feel like on the road right here, the sheet says go for 2. And they have a really good, quarterback, run right here. If he's in the shotgun, it's quarterback. You also got to play the jump pass, the old Tim Tebow. And we took a timeout.
And MBA is going to take their final timeout. I'm too nervous to talk, so I'm going to take a timeout.
Let's
back
do it.
after this on the NBA Football Network.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
Montgomery Bell Academy, where boys have been taught the value of honor, leadership, and character for over 150 years, are equipped with the fundamental tools to succeed and form friendships that last a lifetime. MBA is home to academic and athletic state champions, grants that send more than 100 boys across the globe every year, and transformative opportunities. Montgomery Bell Academy.
The official home of Montgomery Bell Academy Football. Hippie Radio 94.5.
Goodness, 4th and 13, and somehow Macaulay gets a touchdown out of it. Now they're going to go for 2 for what they think could win the game.
Yeah, and they like the quarterback here. We also, if he's in shotgun, it's going to be quarterback run and shotgun. We also got to watch out for a little Tebow pass. Let's see. Here we go.
Macaulay goes for 2. St. Hilaire back to throw. Right.
No, sir!
Stopped away, but hold
Morgan
on.
Hosaffel.
Huge play, but Macaulay still has to onside kick, and NBA still has to recover, but one more play.
Oh my goodness, Morgan Hosaffel. What we had there is a little play action, get the ball in the flat. They've had a ton of success out of that. I have no idea where Morgan came from. He's an inside backer. He made his way out in the flat, got his hand on the football, and that was a big time defensive stop for the Big Red. But you're right, there is 45 seconds left on the clock.
2 timeouts for Macaulay. You have to get this onside kick.
It's all about this onside kick.
Macaulay cannot receive this kick. We will stop broadcasting if not kidding. I'm not.
Marcel Reed and the hands team are out. This is all of our hands team. Much of seniors are out here.
28-27. NBA stops the 2-point conversion.
You've got 6 guys to the left, 4 guys to the right. They're going to kick it and try to get that big second hop over here to our right, coming right at us, John.
2 big plays in a row.
So
you've gotten
Jacques, the kicker, and he's going to kick that thing, and you want that thing to turn over once and then take the big hop. And you have 6 Blue Tornado running after it.
Can NBA make one more big play? It takes the bounce. And we got it! We got it! Payne Daniel falls on it.
Yes, sir!
Daniel has
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That a baby Payne Daniel.
2 timeouts left for Macaulay so they can stop it. But still, I don't think that's going to be enough.
No, it is not enough. We're going to go victory formation, take care of the football, kneel this thing twice, and book your tickets to Chattanooga.
How about that Big Red defense, Mike?
Yes, sir. Big play. I don't ever want to say that with time on the clock, but we got to take this. We got to take this time down. But if we take this time down, then we're going to be all right. Yeah, that defense was huge.
I mean, 4th and 13. Think about the what goes through your head. 4th and 13. You give up the touchdown, but you summon enough strength to come back and stop the 2-point try.
Yeah, and you know, Ralph Potter right there all day. That's illegal motion on the Big Red. Our cat was moving. We got by with one. Yeah, I told you, as far as the sheets go, as far as the books go, on the road, what do? You go for 2. And we're already getting some congratulations out here and some high fives, but we better snap this football again. And
yeah, Macaulay still has a timeout left.
Everybody knows, we got these 4 teams in this league, and maybe you can give us an update from Brentwood.
I've been trying to find one.
I think we got one down there. Let's see if we can get you a Brentwood Academy score. How much time? So 1:46 left right now. Brentwood Academy leads 39-38 over Baylor across town. Meanwhile, we're at 43 seconds, hopefully taking a knee in victory formation.
Marcel takes a knee with 40 seconds left. Macaulay has another timeout. I don't know if they're going to call it.
OMG, John, my heart.
Unbelievable.
My heart is beating.
Yeah, I need some nitro.
Oh my gosh. And again, just back to Ralph Potter, you might question that call on the road. You don't want to go to overtime. You've got the momentum. You just scored. You got a team that can do it. You got the 2.
That's it.
And the 2-pointer was denied. Big Red defense. Huge play by Morgan.
What a game by Cantrell. And this game could have everything you wanted. MBA, for the 14th time, is going to the state championship game. The Big Red in Chattanooga, their second home. Third time in 4 years. And we await the winner of Baylor and Brentwood Academy. Is it going to be a rematch, MBA and Baylor, or is it going to be a rematch in an all-mid-state final? MBA versus Brentwood Academy.
Yeah, and
we'll see.
Yeah, these schools about, 10 miles apart maybe. Middle Tennessee schools, if Brentwood Academy hangs on to win that, and then we make our way to Chattanooga the week after Thanksgiving, and I think it's a Thursday night game, 7 o'clock, where
you gave that update that BA had gone back up one?
That was the update I gave. Yes, sir.
Sorry, it's hard for me to take in much right now.
Oh, I'm shaking.
This is unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. This is not the end of the season, but this is the end of the season at Tommy Owen Stadium.
Yes.
But MBA will play a Thursday nighter for all the marbles in Chattanooga against either Brentwood Academy or Baylor. Brentwood Academy up 1 with less than 2 minutes to go. MBA improves to 12-0 by the ever so slimmest of margins, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day. They're moving on, and Macaulay, one of the best 10-3 teams you'll ever play.
Yes, sir.
Is done for the year.
Well coached, executed all the way. We're fighting to the end. They were going to do that. You knew, I told you when we were up 28-14, I didn't feel comfortable. You just know that, the type of team they are, how well coached they are, it's going to be a fight to the very end. And, we talked off and on during the broadcast. It's going to come down to really a defensive stop. I did not want that to be with 45 seconds on the clock and 2-point conversion and all that. And, I really felt like they would run St. Hilaire right there, and they didn't. They play action pass through to the flat. He looked open for just a second, and out of nowhere, Morgan Hosaffel comes through, dives, and gets his fingers on the football and tips that thing away, and man, puts us in a position to have to take on the onside kick, but we recover and a couple of kneel downs, and the game is over. Yeah. Man, come on, Big Red Nation. How's this feel, John?
Outstanding. This feels great. NBA 12-0 on this season. One more game to play in Chattanooga. We've told you Thursday night, December the 1st, 7 o'clock. But there'll be I think 2 more games before that. So if you can take some time off and you love high school football, make a day out of it. You'll be able to see, and hopefully it's not cold, but we'll see.
Yeah, obviously Chattanooga is a cool town to visit. There's a lot of things to do there. There's going to be some good football all day, like you said, and then the Big Red are on tap at 7 o'clock against. We're kind of trying to hang on here and see if
Baylor just scored. I'm on Twitter and I'm not finding it, but I did get
touchdown Baylor, 44-39. They're going for 2. The 2-point conversion is no good, so Baylor leads 44-39 with 25 seconds to go in the game, and so they're in a dogfight over there as well.
Well, you know what? Hey, this is our show, right?
Yes, it is.
Me and you. Let's take a break, and then we can come back, and if anybody's left with us, we'll tell them.
Yeah, hey, we'll hang on and let you know what's happening over across town in the Baylor
Thomas,
game.
you good with that? You like that? Okay. Thomas gives us a thumbs up. He's going to do it. We'll be back in just a minute once we have the final score, and then we'll know who will play in Chattanooga in 2 weeks.
You're listening to MBA Football on Hippie Radio 94.5 WHPY FM, Bellevue, Nashville.
This is Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in a long time, which makes now the best time to get the ball rolling on refinancing your home mortgage. Perhaps consolidating your home equity line or credit card debt, or maybe you're buying a new house. We get so many referrals from area realtors. Contact me, Hart Weatherford, at Farmington Mortgage, and let me run some numbers for you. 615-642-4278. Together, we'll get it done.
Hart Weatherford at Farmington Mortgage, a division of Capstar Bank.
This is Pony Wilson from the Harlem Globetrotters, and you're listening to Montgomery Bell Academy Football.
Welcome to Big Red Football. We've just celebrated our big victory in the semifinals over a great Macaulay team, and we were able to hang on 28-27. We were able to make a big defensive stop on the 2-point conversion, held off the onside kick, and took some knees. And then we're also tuning in across town, as it seems like that Baylor out of Chattanooga has just recently taken a lead, 44-39. With some ticks left on the clock, they kick it off deep, and Brentwood Academy runs that thing back all the way down into the into Baylor territory. There was about 16 seconds left on the clock the last time we heard, and we're trying to find out what's happened. Looks like it's going to be timeout, Brentwood Academy. So we're going to hang on here. John, I'm going to pass this thing back to you. I don't know if we have anybody watching or hanging on, but this is fun. We're
too worried. Oh,
there you go.
This is not great textbook radio, but I'm really not too worried about it right now. We're trying to figure out. I've actually got it on my phone now. I don't know why I didn't think about it until now. 15 seconds left. Coming out of a timeout for Brentwood Academy. Sorry, guys.
They have the ball. Yeah, they have the ball. Looks like on about the
31.
31 Brentwood Academy, and they need a touchdown to win it. They're going to have several shots from here, or a couple shots here with what? How much time on the clock?
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
I need some rosters if I'm going to do play-by-play. I've got them in my bag. We've played both these teams this year. MBA wins it here tonight, and we're just trying to see who the opponent's going to be. McIntyre throws deep for the end zone, and the pass is knocked down with 10 seconds. Clock still rolling at 9. A couple seconds clicked off there. I think that should be 11, but anyway.
Hey, even at Brentwood Academy, I thought,
Yeah, I know.
So 9 seconds to go. It's second down and 10. Again, Baylor from Chattanooga leading.
What a game this has been.
44
to 39.
They at least have one. They may have two shots here. They're going 2 by 2, looks like, and there's another timeout, so it makes us hang on. So they're going to have 2 shots, and we'll hang on if you hang on.
Hey, I don't mean to keep you from congratulating your son down there. If you need to shut this down.
No. Let's keep it going.
Okay. This is where you want one of those quick, like 30-second timeouts.
Yes. Yeah, and just coming back to our game, John. Man, again, Macaulay really took us out of what we want to do. Bill Belichick style. We like to, get. In a single back formation, under center, hand the ball to Jonathan Moore, run 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, and keep possession. And they really stopped us from doing that. Hats off to Marty Uverard and the game calling. We went shotgun, we went Marcel Reed running the football, and then we threw the ball tonight as much as I think we ever have as a Big Red, and it worked out for us in the end. Really, Marcel played a great game. Really just had one. Bad throw, if you will, trying to make a play. And then that Big Red defense, it's a sort of a bend but don't break type defense. And we bent, but we didn't break at the key time. So it looks like across town.
9
John,
seconds
why don't
to
you
go.
Call this?
Yeah, 9 seconds to go. Eagles with the ball at the 31, down 5. And McIntyre is back to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Throws it short to the 15-yard line. Tackle there. I don't know if they have it. That's it. Unless they called a timeout.
See. They're trying to
the clock should stop on where they move the chains.
Oh, they gave 2 seconds on the clock. And there's another timeout. Wow.
It's amazing they got to this point. They have that many left. So Brentwood Academy is going to have one more shot. 2 seconds to go, down 5. They've got the ball at the Baylor 16-yard line. So they're going to take a shot right here. To touchdown wins it for them.
Yep, this is a game for them. Of course, we're hanging on here. If anybody's hanging on with us, we're hanging on basically because we have a date with destiny in Chattanooga. December 1st, 7 p.m. We played a 7 p.m. game December 1st on the first day of the state championships down at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Great stadium, by the way.
Yeah, great place. Again, great environment. You guys need to just take the day off from work and come down and join us.
Absolutely.
Join us some Big Red football. That'll be amazing. And we play the winner. If Brentwood Academy scores here, we will play Brentwood Academy. If Baylor stops them, we will play Baylor. And so they're coming to the line. So this is it, John. Call it.
So McIntyre is going to be out of the gun with 2 seconds left. Brentwood Academy has to score a touchdown here or the game's over. Going to throw for the end zone right side. They've got it to a man. Did he get in?
It looks like they
stopped him at the 1 yard line.
Oh my goodness. What a heartbreaker.
Baylor, they stopped him at the pylon. That's incredible. Man, I'd like to see another view of that.
Yeah, I'm sure the Brentwood Academy guys are not very helpful. They didn't get a clear call, but it looks like that clock just waited and waited and waited, and what a way to end it for Brentwood Academy. I'm sure those officials,
they're gone.
They're trying to get out of town quick right there.
Well, we're watching. To be fair, we're watching the Brentwood Academy webcast. So that first thing they did is pan to the officials.
Yes, they did, and it looked like he caught the ball, ran down the sideline. Of course, we're looking from quite a distance, and the tackle was made right at the pylon, John, and it was ruled not a touchdown. Of course, you cannot review in high school, and so it looks like Baylor comes into Brentwood and comes away with the victory, 44-39, and so we will see Baylor High School.
And their friendly confines down there because they're going to be at home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, John, thank you so much.
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
job. Thomas, great job tonight. I enjoyed it. What a game. What a win. Close us out, John.
Yeah, how about the Big Red? Another state title game, number 14, and 2 years in a row now. This time it will be